Welcome to the chat room. Wow. Alright, so Diamond goes to part 33, I guess is the absolute max here. In some horribly messed up order as a result of needing to deal with muting video and stuff. My god. Wait, no, where are the other parts? I know I saw them earlier. Uh, here they are. Okay. This one is like fixed enough to be fine, I guess. Okay. And they already have their little note. They do. Okay, sweet. Do 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 do. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. Is this gonna fit? Brilliant. No, we're gonna have to do this the funny way. Oh, part 19 is messed up. I'll fix that momentarily. Um, I wish this was like a regular expression or whatever. That'd be very convenient for this very specific situation. Alright, we're doing this the old-fashioned way here. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 is messed up. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Nope. Almost just locked that in. 30, 31, 32, 33. Done. Great. Hmm? What? Hmm? What? Oh, shoot. Ah! Come on, YouTube. Just open it in a new tab if that's like really gonna be a problem for you. Ugh. Man. Here we go again. This should be like the last thing that needs this treatment, though. No. Never mind. I take that back. For many reasons. I'll probably have to do this searching method like 2 or 3 more times. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Still need to fix 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Done. Create. I should have said yes. That was my bad, but still, that kind of sucked. Here we go. All right. That's not quite what I meant to do. Oh my god. It gets worse by the second. I guess I'm just gonna delete that one. Hopefully that really was a duplicate and not just... Alright. I'm in the playlist. It's real. Maybe. Eating burb. Back. Just to double check that that's... Ugh. Hold on. Got to copy in some new stuff, I guess. Wait. Ugh. Yes, please delete. Okay, and then from the hard drive.
Sonic evolve it by level or water stone?
$65. Reset over there.
Next level.
Okay. Okay.
Good. I'll see you guys next time. 10 minutes ago, so I'm not exactly awake, but so unfortunate. Return to... Come back later. So
oh boy.
berries. Okay. Oh yeah, these are...
Oh, yeah, I remember. I like researched the whole like berry situation so that I could get get all the medals on a single Pokemon, or the ribbons I should say, from the contest. I obviously didn't get all ribbons on a single Pokemon. I think that would be very impossible to do in a single game, as far as I'm aware. I don't even... Well, I don't know about how many ribbons there are these days, but I don't think it's possible to have all ribbons that have ever existed on a single Pokemon. I would assume that's not possible, but I do know there's people that like try to get as many as you can. And that is quite a challenge.
In the original, the way it worked was like you could have multiple players, and if you did, each player put a berry themselves.
I'm talking about the berries, I think.
There's like a small detriment for that, so but it's like not a big
Okay,
deal.
here we go.
Basically, the general gist is you want to maximize one stat and like minimize the neighbor one. And again, I don't remember which direction it is, so maybe it's spicy that detracts from sour. You'd have to look that up.
What's up, Num? Back at it again, yeah. Ugh.
Didn't appear. Caves used to be such a pain to travel through. Where are all the Pokemon?
Wait, where the heck is this? Is this like east of Victory Road? I actually don't know where this is. Just doing battles apparently. Yeah. Yes? Wait, no. This is a completely different spot. I don't know where I am. Well.
Soft play? I'll probably be back. Multiple.
Level 66. I'm not sure
Trying
if
to fill out the Pokedex.
I assume I've beaten the game by now.
Like as much as I could without like doing trades or whatever. And there was something interesting in X and Y that I found out by doing that.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't remember the exact numbers, but
I think it's
there's
137.
like 3 different regions in those games, so the Pokedex is split into like 3 different Pokedexes. And as it turns out, if you like max what you can do, if you get like every Pokemon that you possibly can without ever doing a single trade, you know, so no version exclusives and no trade evolutions, it turns out that every single one of those 3 dexes has the exact same number of Pokemon in them owned, which is like, what? They must have planned that. Miss. Around.
Yeah, I was like really farming these berries. Oh boy, the Feebas grind. This didn't take me too long. Yeah, it took like 2 hours.
For PP in this game.
Oh,
I remember that
I'm
used to be
doing
a
Elite
thing.
Four. Or maybe I'm doing it again. This might be my first go at it.
Wait, what? What? Oh no! Miracle skill. That ups defense though, I guess, not special defense, or something? I don't know what it was trying to do there exactly, but it didn't work. Show up in the Grand Underground and post game. I know they do, I just don't know which ones to show up where. But
Whoa, she got a
I
hat.
don't want it to die, so... 18.
She lost the hat.
So, offline, I was just running around in the underground for a while. I hatched my 4 eggs, I caught a bunch of crap, and I got some fossils, and some plates, and some stones, and some other crap. I don't know, it's just garbage.
Yep.
The pedestals, and
Level 100. Holy crap.
pulls that Dragon Claw now, be kind of upset. Ha. Okay.
Who's it gonna be? Poliwhirl! That was a very bad Poliwhirl impression.
So I can more or less safely leave. Oh great, it hates it. Probably catch it. Oh.
This was muted. Intentionally.
But
What am I trying to hatch here, I wonder?
More tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
If we watched like anything hatch, we would know, but... Wait, why am I here? Whatever.
I can...
Oh.
Of course.
Oh boy,
This is
this
never gonna work again.
this was a
Pokemon would
process.
take the time.
Holy smokes.
Magmarizer can only be found by catching like Magmi that are holding it, because that's not cool. Dive vibe, whatever the heck it's called.
Yo, I just spent like 2 hours just trying to trade. Maybe 1 hour? I don't know. But in total, it was much more than that. That's
Trade?
for sure.
Heck yeah! Okay.
There was like a whole system here.
I don't know if you saw. No, you probably didn't.
AMQ is playing, therefore the sound is muted. Don't exactly know what I was looking for here, but some very rare Pokemon or something. Oh. Yeah. I don't remember what the goal was, but this is clearly not like doing it.
Ooh.
Man, I must have spent a lot of time in here. I don't think I was looking for shinies, because this thing I didn't like do, but the only other reason that I would be doing this, I guess, is for IVs? I don't know. Oh, maybe I was looking for Ditto. Ah, yeah, that's reasonable. A Ditto with good IVs. I might have been... This isn't where you find Ditto, though, is it? Ditto's in a different spot. I do kind of remember doing that for Ditto, but this isn't the right spot. Eevee, maybe. Eevee, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so I knock it out. That means that I'm like actually trying to continue the chain. I don't remember how this works, but... There's like a thing up in the top. Tells me how many I've gotten and how many, what my best is or whatever. It kind of keeps
On the
going.
route between Town Fuchsia. That's the Regigigas.
Okay, so I guess I'm actually trying to catch. No. Oh yeah.
We were after. Heck yeah.
Okay, well I caught one. What is the story here?
Alright, the pain and suffering is over. For now. Oh, wait, but we can keep going. I mean, I'll keep going because... we're on a streak, I guess. There's a non-zero chance that I get a shiny out of this. Less than one. Also, I still need to get the Porygon anyway. Although that's not gonna happen if I keep hitting these spots. Saved. It may have. I don't.
If I was catching these for IVs though, then I should have caught another one. I should have just kept catching them, because that would like diversify or whatever.
So all that like crap I was saying yesterday about how like there's a radius around your character and like only 4 tiles lead per tile. So yeah. get multiple sources on like how this worked to get like any understanding. Basically, my strategy these days is to pick the grass tile that's furthest away, Hamiltonian distance from my current spot. From one myth to another.
Maybe I
What's
was...
the next 100% Etrian Odyssey stream? After I released Lumens and Shades, like 2 years ago, like,
Oh my god.
I did that was to motivate myself to Odyssey. But I do want to stream Etrian Odyssey 5 one of these days. Strong. Because I've streamed 1 through 4. I've 100%ed 1 until 4? 2. I think I've actually 100%ed until 2 twice on stream, for whatever reason. The game rocks. Not useful.
There's a lot of Eevee.
Part 2 doesn't... Yeah, Twitch is bad about that. Given an Etrian Odyssey, like, playthrough or whatever, if you're missing, like, one stream out of the whole playthrough, it's kind of not the end of the world, to be honest, but... I mean, it sucks, but...
Some things never change.
Goat?
Okay, so what
Never knew
was,
that.
like, the reward from all this? Please check the Eevee. Oh my god, what is happening?
Quirky. Wait, isn't Quirky actually really good?
I don't know, you tell me. These are not good
For
IVs.
One of the evolutions? How do I...
Oh my god, I literally do not know why I did that. Maybe I was looking for a female. I could
Like,
look
so-
at that, but
Like a 50...
more mutes.
Wasn't... from... It's like...
It's a lot of ribbons.
191 plus 27. 213 and 28.
I remember this. I think I was trying to get a...
No frisk.
whatever this guy can hold. Moonstone, probably. I'm sitting here just counting how many encounters I've gotten and how many Clefairies I've found.
214 and 28.
Until I get it. Literally just sitting here counting numbers for like hours. I must have got it though. Maybe I gave up. Oh. I seem to be doing all sorts of grinds in this game that I can't even, like, describe the purpose of after the fact, which is great. Here's the Dittos. That's the Ditto spot. I remember the Ditto spot.
Good, so...
I did, like, some significant breeding in this game. I got, like... I think a Pokemon from every egg group with at least 5 IVs, I think.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys
A
later.
female at that. I'm pretty sure that happened. I never got like a good enough Ditto, so I just like... And I used that to breed like
You know,
2 whole
for
Pokemon.
Which I kind of know like when.
It didn't take like that long, all things considered, but... Ammonites. Magikarp. Yeah, Magikarp is a good one. Oh yeah, look at that.
Okay,
But it's
so
male.
let's take a look at.
Wait, no, this is 6. Holy crap.
Is water one field?
Oh yeah, maybe I got a
Is there anything
perfect in
else
every
the
egg
field
group then.
That's also in one of these other groups that I have already.
Good
that-
lord.
I guess they're all like Vibriel right now.
I don't remember what you actually need.
I have like a ton that have. Oh gosh, what's gonna be harder to get, a Dunsparce or a Shroomish?
Wait, does the gender even matter for which one has like the good stats? I don't remember how this works, man.
It's in the Trophy Garden. It's one of the daily Pokemon. Yeah, well, faster.
The Trophy Garden.
I suppose. Double. Get the. Take the risk though, because I don't know if I'd kill it otherwise. In this game currently. Job is to be cute. But to attack though, because if it doesn't protect, then I'm dead. So it didn't protect. And it's not dying. Oh no! Oh god.
Oh!
Whew. Whew. That is so good. Okay, I'm ahead now. I might lose to this guy, but I'm ahead. Please don't miss. Ooh. Cloister gonna sweep the big boys.
Shell Smash Skill Link.
Wait. Okay, stored power is this thing's only attack. That's hilarious. It has Calm Mind, Moonlight, Substitute, and stored power. So basically it's dead.
GG.
GG. I got so lucky though. If Regigigas had killed my Cloyster, I think I would have been in like a world of trouble. Wait, I have a father? The professor? Wait, what? I'm confused. What just happened?
Diddly-doo. 483. Wait, how is this like not the end? What am I missing at this point?
Can someone,
Oh,
like, fill me in on the, like, lore here? Is there, like, more lore in the anime that I don't know about?
wait. I don't. You have to go to like 100 or whatever. I think I might have only been doing this to get the hold items that help with breeding.
What's up?
Hey,
How goes the uploads?
it's going.
Oh, I know it's quick attack. Okay.
Oh, got past Pokemon I see.
It's in Pokemon, yeah.
Well, I mean, you got past one Pokemon, and then you're doing a different one now.
Yeah. And there's more after
There's
that.
more. Yeah, because this isn't even Scarlet Violet. This is the Diamond.
Well, in
remake or
between
whatever.
those is Arceus as well, so it's like.
Oh, I thought it was before this. Okay.
No, this came out like the end of the year,
Yeah, I
and
guess
then
that
Arceus came
makes
out at the
sense.
start of the next
Arceus
year.
and Scarlet Violet came out pretty close together.
Oh my god, the box sorting.
So
That is one thing that I would,
I think the
I
only
think, struggle with playing Pokemon. Is that I would not sort my boxes because I
No,
wouldn't know
it's
how to sort
fine.
them, and then it'd just be chaos, and
You
I
can
wouldn't know how to play the
search.
game.
There's a search. Even when my stuff is sorted, I still have to search. Because
I'm
usually
gonna be like, oh, my boxes are full. I need to get rid of Pokemon. What do I even do?
if that happens, you have, like, gone off the deep end.
Yeah, I don't. I just throw a Pokeball at everything I run into. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, even then.
I don't think it'd be very hard to fill your boxes if you did that.
I mean, yeah, you can fill your boxes, but it will still take a long time.
I'd be like, I don't know if I need duplicates of this Pokemon because I don't know if it like has like I don't know an extra evolution or something like
You
that.
probably don't need more than like 3 of any Pokemon.
But is there space for 3 times the number of Pokemon?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if you're talking about, why is this not loading? Like, there's space for a living dex, I'm pretty sure, in like most games. Which means you can have one of every Pokemon, including like
Sure.
all stages of evolution or whatever, which, you know, obviously you don't really need, unless that's what you're trying to like make.
I mean, I don't know if I'd really
Try and
go
complete the
hard
dex
enough to
anyway. Yeah.
build decks anyways. Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with this video.
And I rewatched Funeral, and I was like, this is like honestly a pretty good quest.
Yeah.
But I'm like upset because the ending of the
Because I didn't.
yeah, I was like, I don't know if there actually is another ending. Like, who knows if you bombed the wall, if something would have happened.
I think I was told that something happens, but
Okay.
I don't know
Well,
what.
like I was rewatching the VOD, and you get to that section like where
Mhm.
you're like back at like the beginning or whatever, and you have one bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and then you like bomb a random house, and then you get to the end, you've no bombs. I'm like, no, why did you waste that bomb?
Could have been anywhere, man.
Oh, that has like a
Yeah,
0 in each
it's
stat.
funny. I think there was like a message earlier, like when you get to like the everything's black or whatever, and it's like,
Everything is alright. Fine.
oh, this is really blurry for some reason.
Because it hadn't loaded properly.
Where like you get a message something about like, you know, everything is temporary or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, I have to be careful with keys. It might mean that like there aren't enough keys or whatever. And then you like start using bombs. And I'm like, oh well.
Destiny not. Staraptor, I think. Right?
Then
Only Shell Smash 1.
sort of watching someone play La Mulan recently.
And change the
I think you
for the first
mentioned.
time. Yeah. It's kind of going It's gonna like going the path that you expect it to go.
Oh, well.
Mhm.
Or is that?
There's like moments where they're like fighting a boss without the item that you're like kind of supposed to use to fight that boss or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if that
They're
thing
like
had like,
frustrated. It's like this game's dumb, and they finally beat it, and they get an achievement saying beating the boss without that item, and they were like, "What? What is this item?"
Oh,
pretty
funny.
beating the line without the hacking lamp, for example.
Yeah,
That's awful. That's so bad.
It's really
Um,
bad, and
so
they're like
what,
getting
if you
I mean, we
difficult
did that,
time.
didn't
just
we?
toxic on the opponent.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm not
I don't think we even
gonna
used the
compare
gun.
those,
I think we
Well,
just
it's hilarious because the lamp is like right there too.
I don't even know if it's
yeah.
It's real close by.
They still don't have the lamp.
I'm not surprised, but
Yeah, as I said before, there's a lot of not solving puzzles.
the lamp is so weird in La Mulana because like it's
It
like
trivializes most of the bosses.
I mean getting it, not having it.
Oh, okay.
But like getting the lamp is just so weird because it's not even like, you know, any of the like cryptic puzzles or anything. It's literally just like in a room and you need to like bomb a wall and then like push some blocks around and find a
There's definitely a
trapdoor or
bunch of puzzles
whatever.
like that. Like
Oh yeah,
getting
for
the
sure. But like and you can get it like way earlier than
honestly a
you
lot of
need.
items are like
Yeah.
getting the flares like that, getting the the chain whip or not the like the level 2 whip, getting the
That one has
axe.
some
The axe
hints.
is really
Okay, the
bad because the
axe is
axe is like
very hidden, yeah.
it's like
Well,
there's a random ledge that you just break a wall and you like fail the jump and you get soft locked. And like you don't even know that there's like a breakable wall there. There's like no hint.
well, there is a hint. The hint
Well, the
is
hint is the
that
map.
the map, yeah.
Yeah.
But
But it's like yeah, there's I don't know. There's a lot of I think most of the ones that are just like there's a random breakable wall somewhere is you get the map and it tells you that like there's you should check that wall or whatever.
oh shoot, I made this playlist public, but I didn't make any of the videos public because I'm
Video
an
is
idiot.
public.
It's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, there's just a lot of those. I don't know. I was like
But
watch
the
this
thing that's
playthrough, I'm
especially
kind of
weird,
reminded like how many puzzles are like you get a hint to do a thing in a room and then you just
you
do the
go and
thing
do it,
in
yeah.
that room.
I think that's
And it's
especially
like
weird about the lamp is that I feel like I've seen many people, like us included, that like that specific one takes like a long time to get.
I don't even remember where the lamp is.
Yeah.
I remember I was doing like basically all of Tower of the Goddess before we got the lamp.
Oh
Because there's like a
yeah.
puzzle there that requires it.
Yes, there is. Kind of. Not to get through it, but there is a puzzle there that requires it.
Yeah, it's like get to like some door. I don't remember what that even gets you, but I just remember that there was a like there's like a crusher that like is timed.
Oh no,
And
I
like,
actually think that I'm pretty sure that just gets a shop that like sells some software that's like obviously not required.
yeah, so it's not even a
It's
core
not
anything.
even like really needed there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember there's some room with some random like whatever in it. I didn't remember if it was like a one of the four wise men or whatever.
I don't think so. The wise man's just kind of there. He's in the room like underneath where the weights are, or the scale puzzle,
Hmm,
I think.
okay.
Like he's like I think he's the first one that you
I
talk
believe it. I don't think
to.
any of the other ones are like hidden, so
Yeah.
but yeah.
Like the thing
There's a
about
few things
those.
that people say that this person's saying, but I've seen it in other people's playthrough.
Hmm.
Are always very interesting to me because it's like when people play these games, if you're like, you know, you're experienced gamer, which most people who play these games are,
Hmm.
they kind of metagame a bit, right? There's a little bit of like you kind of like are trying to predict a bit like what is expected of you.
Mhm.
And people have very wide range of their ability to actually do that. But I found that in La Mulana, people characterize that really poorly. They just don't classify the game correctly. And so they like make the wrong kinds of predictions.
Uh-huh.
And so there's a lot of like, oh, I'm not supposed to be in this area. Like they're like, what area am I
Mhm.
supposed to be in where progression is? And then they'll
The answer
like,
is yes.
yeah, you can make progression anywhere, right? Like it's a
Yeah.
very open game, but they're constantly like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to be here," or I like, I'm gonna do this area, and this area will unlock the next area, and like they're doing like one level
I
at a
mean,
time.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, I like when a game makes you do that, like makes you mischaracterize it.
Mm.
Because like
Yeah, I
eventually
mean,
you're forced to face the facts that you're just like wrong. I don't know, it's a good feeling.
yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that happens a lot in La Milano.
Well, and that's why La Mulana's a good game.
Well, it's like ahead of herself. I didn't say it wasn't good. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they're not really solving many puzzles. Um, and they're still kind of playing the I'm just exploring it like a Metroidvania
hmm
and like occasionally hitting walls
Like there's some like
like a Metroidvania.
Yep.
And I don't know, they'll like occasionally solve like a minor puzzle here and there. But I'm just reminded of like how much of the game is like accessible.
Well, I mean, this is what I said the other day.
Yeah, yeah. And I was thinking like, oh yeah, you can get like
The first
blah
like
blah
couple areas.
areas.
No, you can get pretty deep. It's just
Yeah, because like you can like well, so they've solved some of the earlier minor, but like they've gotten a couple onks, which means they've beaten a couple bosses,
Mhm.
and like in some of the earlier ones, which means that they've like unlocked more areas from that and so on and so forth. But there's also like a lot of like for example in like Graveyard of the Giants, I
Mhm.
don't think they beat Socket, but I don't think they solved a single puzzle intentionally.
Sure. I mean, that's
Y-
not too hard to do in that area, to be honest.
yeah, I'm not even sure they even fully understood that like the area is being changed by like the time or not. They just kind of kept wandering through the area every once in a
I mean,
while and
it's
being like, "What? This
fair.
wasn't here
Not
before. I
that
don't remember
much
this being
changes
here."
with the
Well, you just keep re-exploring the
Yeah.
area, and then you're like accidentally finding new
Yeah.
things every time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, a lot of the time, like a lore dump shows up. They're just like, "Oh, this is lore," and I hit continue and not read it. And I'm just like, well,
You've made the worst mistake of your life.
yeah,
The thing that's like especially like diabolical, if you will, about the lore in that area is that like it's also a hint to the tower.
mm-hmm.
Like
Should move this game development tag. And wait, where's the hint to the where is the hint for the toilet?
that is
Passive.
I think it
Or
might
those,
be
like-
there.
Yeah, it might be. And it's but even if it's not, like you still have to like know
You have
some
to
of like the
yeah, you have
characters
to
and
know
stuff.
the
So it's
this ex guy was the one who like took the water
By
to
the
the
way, I
tower
read it.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't actually remember, but there's like a phrase that's like, you know, he took a knee or something like that to the I don't know. I don't remember exactly how it's worded. It was weird, but
You press it down from a random statue
Yeah.
or whatever.
he had to press down on top of the pot.
Yeah, you go down the toilet.
Yeah.
or whatever. Stupid.
What do you mean?
like break the pot doesn't work.
Yeah.
Very. No, I actually just was not a big fan of that one, but
Items
you know.
affect the compatibility value between GF and party members.
Oh my god, the hacking tests.
I think I gave you a bunch of like seed XP or something like that. So it was like
The heck if
worth
I
doing.
remember what this game was.
Interactable house, yeah.
I actually don't remember very much about this game at all.
Do you not remember grinding life?
I do remember grinding some stuff. I don't remember what I did specifically. I don't even like remember what the final boss in this game was.
Final boss is the sorceress. There's actually this one doesn't actually have a twist. Surprisingly, you just they're like, yeah, this is the boss, and then you fight her, and then the game ends.
Get off.
It's pretty straightforward.
I don't even remember this part where you're driving around in the car. Oh, there she is.
The thing that's like doesn't make the whole thing is the whole like, you know, time compression, and then time is compressed, and then you fight her. And then time is uncompressed, question mark, and then you get back or something? I don't really know.
Who even was this guy? Dude, what the
Apparently
heck is this
Irvin?
game? Yeah.
I think he's like another person at the school.
Was he?
Looks
Doesn't look like it.
I'm pretty sure he's another seed member.
You say the word
It's
seed as
not
if I remember
simple.
that was like the name of the, like,
Yeah, that's like the name of the school.
yeah.
School system.
Sure.
Apparently the whole school is like supposed to be like secretly an organization that's designed to fight the sorceress throughout all time. Those buttons.
I do remember playing the card game. I don't remember the rules, but I do remember playing it a lot.
Wall to like. Yeah, I remember the card game being okay.
Yeah, it was
It's
fine.
way better than FF9's
Oh,
card game. I remember FF9's card game being like.
I don't
this
even
is
remember
nonsense.
FF9 having a card game.
Wait, who got
You definitely
away?
played it a lot.
The thing I remember
but
in
I don't think you played as
FF9
much
was
as
the
this was.
chocobo digging minigame. That's the only thing I remember from FF9. Oh, wait, no, it's coming back to me.
It's the one that had like the rules that like infect areas as you play.
No, that's this game.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just never understanding the
right
rules
now,
for
keep up.
FF9's game. Like, I just didn't get it.
I'm trying to remember. That one was like, it wasn't like a board. It was just like a. Oh, maybe it was. Oh, was that the one where it was like you like tried to just like clear the grid by like it was like one player. It was like a one-player game. Like it was like a solitaire, I think. Am I crazy?
I don't remember even like Triple Triad, but
I don't know how good regen really is.
FF
Yeah,
Nine.
man, maybe you're right.
card game.
Yeah, I cannot
Tetra
remember.
Master. Yeah, that's right. I remember having Tetra on it, but I just don't remember.
Who can...
So it's just a rip off of the one in this game, then.
Yeah, this is a 4x4 grid. Oh god. This
Wait, why is
guide
she in my
so
party?
long. Oh my god.
Why is she in my party? I don't remember this part. Oh yeah, you go to space. Wait, why is she in my party? I thought she was the
Oh, I
final
see.
boss.
There's like a whole there's a small section and about strategies
now
apparently,
what?
like optimal ways to play the cards that can give you the best chance of getting wins.
Can you explain why she's in my party right now? As like a real party member? I don't remember this at all.
Irvin?
No, Edea, the sorceress, the final boss.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Wait, was this the game where like you kept having the dreams or
I
whatever,
think
where
it's
you were
just-
like,
it's cause like your girlfriend is the sorceress, I think, is the way it works out. I think was the plot. And so,
What the heck that was?
or like her soul is. I don't remember exactly.
I do kind of remember
and-
going to space.
And
Okay,
so what ends up happening is, yeah, you go to space, and then the sorceress is like,
I felt like
soul is
Rockets, right?
there's some sort of soul and body thing going on. The sorceress is like sealed in space, and then your girlfriend, who is the sorceress, releases the sorceress.
So that we can kill her.
Well, no, she's
I
evil.
thought it was before.
But
Two
then
things. These don't even, like,
after
all
that
fall into the
happens,
same
she's like
category.
freed of the influence or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and then she's just your normal girlfriend now. But you kind of doom the world when that happens. I think that's what happens, and then there's like a really long space scene. I'm sure you remember that.
Kind of.
So then if
You
you
like
life.
you're like trying to catch her drifting in space, and like all you have is your
Uh-huh.
spacesuit.
Like, up.
I
It's
do
like
kind of remember that.
10 minutes of you just floating.
This is the
Oh yeah, the final dungeon was just like randomly, just like
It's
a
like
more
Dracula's castle.
gothic, yeah, style.
I don't even remember like where this like why. Yeah. Was this the game where like every like so often you like had like the dreams or flashbacks or whatever of like that other dude and his like team
Yeah.
of like noobs that were doing their whatever, and
Yeah, that was.
eventually you like meet him and that's like a big like WTF, and
Yeah, it turned out to not be like important.
no, yeah.
Like I think it was the whole thing was like, oh man, like at first you're like, oh, your Squall is like it's got this special connection or whatever, and then it's like no, everyone's having the same dream, and then I don't really remember like the significance of it at all because you meet the dude and he's just like a regular dude or whatever. And
Yeah, he's just like chilling out in that like one town, taking care
it's
of
just
like
like
some kid or
it's
something.
just like a way to like kind of for the story to guide the player to do the story. And then once there's like this is before the Enchantress is like revealed, I think. And so like once the Enchantress gets revealed,
Hmm.
you kind of just follow that instead. It's kind of how I remember it playing out.
Yeah. The more we talk about it, the less I'm remembering, like actually concrete. So yeah, I don't.
There's a lot that happens and very little that was coherent.
Important. Yeah.
Dang, you're fast as always. I do not understand. Do you just have your mouse like
No,
always highlighted
my
on your
mouse
band
is literally
button?
doing things in YouTube right now.
You have a second mouse?
That would be awesome. Operator overload.
But yeah, the other thing I was want to mention about the La Mulana playthrough, because I've seen it a few times, is that, you know, nothing. If you have enough patience, you will be able to beat the game, kind of no matter how little of it you play.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Well, what were
yeah, I
even...
don't know. FF8 was.
I probably should have.
FF8 was not my favorite.
That's good.
It was.
Oh, I just
not
Actually,
very
it,
well.
honestly, of the
great.
like 4 Final Fantasy
sound
games
like
I've
this
played, it was
is
probably my
gonna be
least
wild.
favorite. So you know.
Probably.
Hmm.
Game was terrible.
That's not gonna work for this
I
guy.
I didn't like that game at all.
Oh wait, but I need these to be like staggered anyway.
I remember playing it, being like, what is happening in this story that made them lead to these decisions?
Yeah.
Don't ask me what's going on in this game.
It's like a laser puzzle, but like the mirrors rotate when they get hit.
Maybe. I'd like to see myself like actually try to initiate like one of these puzzles to see like what a solution does, but
You just click through and it's the next puzzle.
I
So
know.
you're like, I guess whenever you've got it in a way that works, the puzzle just ends.
Maybe. go.
Weird puzzle.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's basically a laser maze puzzle or whatever.
Mm.
I mean this game is fun. I don't know.
What is that puzzle? Like a million laser shooters.
Yeah. I hear music. It's like loading or something. Oh yeah, we're back.
Though, that single one of these to go to the place where. Dude, don't give me 13 magnets.
Oh my god, this is so sad. Oh yeah, some of the puzzles like had a rule where you had to place all the
Load it.
available like
Dude,
things,
I'm not like
and
dying.
it was the
Get
kind of
it.
thing
Get
where
it.
like you could
Getting
solve
the
the puzzle by like
Cheetos.
placing
I
like
got
a
the Cheetos.
single one practically, but then
But
like
you
you
need
have
to
to place
place
them
them
all and they
all.
just all get in each other's ways and it's horrible.
That's funny.
Yeah. They're cute. Oh, speaking of Final Fantasy,
Up to 9.
this one was much better.
I mean, of the ones we played, 9 is to me the clear winner. 9, then 7, then 8.
Yeah, I don't know
I mean-
where like 6 falls for me. Because I
Yeah,
have played
the
6.
2D ones, in my opinion, honestly, I don't know how fair it is to really rank them together, but I guess it's fine. I'd definitely put 6 above 7 for sure. I probably do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if 6 is better than 9 or not.
Yeah, it's hard to say. And I mean,
No.
they, as always, these things come in like many axes or whatever. It's like maybe one has like better story, but another one has like better like gameplay or
Sure.
you
I mean,
know.
personally, I kind of care about the story probably more than the other aspects. For an
I said the
RPG,
battle speed, the
but-
fast.
I mean, prefer the battles to be interesting, but
Yeah, I mean, different viewpoints,
pretty
obviously.
good. Yeah.
I mean, I found 8's battles to be really uninteresting because it was very easy to be very powerful.
Yeah, I
Heck is
didn't like
Venom?
8 system. 7 had good system. I like the like materia crap.
I remember it was like I had some annoying problems with materia. And then after I beat the game, people were like, oh yeah, you can do this in the menu and you could do the thing that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it.
This game's system was like you just like kind of learned skills or whatever. I don't remember exactly how this one worked, but oh yeah, the king like turned into a cockroach for some reason.
And his wife cursed him for being
Heal or whatever.
a bad husband. I think it's like basically what the reason.
Oof.
I don't even remember exactly what he did. Was he just like flirting with another girl, or was he just a bad husband? I don't remember.
know. I don't really remember the
If I pick
plot
'em
from
up,
this
I'm
game
not gonna
either,
have
to
a
be
chance to actually
honest.
play 'em.
Oh, here
This
we
one
I
go.
feel like in
Probably
every game we
remember
play,
pretty well.
someone
Just the ending sucked. The ending was just nonsense.
Oh yeah, the ending you like go and kill God or whatever because why not?
You killed nothing.
Yeah,
The god of nothing.
you kill the crystal or whatever.
No, you don't kill a crystal. You kill nothing.
Yeah.
I think the crystal shows up, but
Yeah, just like makes a cameo or whatever, and you're like, oh, it is a Final Fantasy game.
That's true. Oh god.
Oh yeah, and then like the main character dude is like,
oh yeah, this game had a BP system. See, it's great. It's got BP.
that's what I was saying. There's like some like thing where you like learn the, Yeah, wasn't there a way to like
Like that.
permanently unlock things or like make them cheaper or something? Yeah, seriously.
I mean, you unlocks. There's like you can unlock
Some
more abilities
moats.
from leveling up, and I think also from doing like quests and stuff.
Maybe also from like equipment. And wasn't
Rem-
there like some way that you could like pass skills off to other characters or like there was
I don't
there
remember
was a
that.
thing. Maybe it depended on the character how that all worked.
There's also just a blue mage, so you know.
Yeah, who I seem to be running like the whole game here. Isn't he like an optional character?
It's possible they're like
um,
I'm pretty sure he's
I don't remember if it's optional or not. Like, you definitely need to deal with a character to make progress, because you have to go through like his swamp, and I
Can't
think you
beat
need his
this
help to
mimic.
open the way.
I beat the mimic.
So I don't know if there was like a he wasn't really in your party, and then you later recruit him, but I think it's mandatory. I think what was optional is like I think you can get him early or something.
Maybe.
Like you can just like go to swamp and recruit him earlier in the game if you wanted to.
Yeah, this is definitely PvP, but also like
So I could just take my card back.
it's weird.
hmm
It's a very exciting fight right now.
You have a lot of sassy buffs.
Yeah. Also a lot of
And
dead
everyone's dead.
characters. Yeah.
Oh, the spirit went down.
Oh yeah, the book.
Random mini boss.
Can I throw
The
on
jester dudes.
They were pretty random.
Yeah.
Like they didn't really have much significance to like why they were doing what they did, and then it kind of just disappeared.
they had
But I'm sure someone.
an accessory.
This is one of those games that people like, you know, do deep literary analysis of. You know,
Mhm.
and I'm sure the gestures represent something
Increase your magic.
interesting.
Probably. His body was covered in blood. Oh, I remember this town.
Just
Mhm.
really
This is the mage town or whatever.
Mhm.
I should have taken Testrano's advice and just given up on this one.
crap.
Wait, her name is Dagger?
True.
That's her fake name.
Okay, I was like,
That Yeah, I'm trying to remember her actual name.
I mean, is
so
she like
far.
not the
Just
princess or something random
She
like that?
is, but when she goes under like joins the
The troop.
thieves guild or whatever.
Oh, hey, it's Ganondorf.
He might have been optional. I don't think he is. I think he's required still.
Wait, he joins your party?
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
He comes to you like right now.
oh. Oh yeah, there he is.
It's possible this guy was optional. I hated that character. He had nothing to add to the story. Just was kind of like there. But yeah, no, she gives her like a fake name, like a pirate name or whatever. And then
Mhm.
when you find out who she is, you're like, okay, princess. And then she's like, stop calling me princess, call me Marl or whatever.
Very pretty Final Fantasy castle here.
Mm-hmm. Then it turns into a giant robot.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, I think the castle
Only
like
if it
is
dressed real-
Alexander, like when the
The summons,
Elodians
so
or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Once again, the more I see,
It's a
the
pretty
less
cool.
I
It's a pretty cool
remember.
cutscene.
Oh, well, I think I found it. That's okay.
Oh yeah, here it is. It's Elodian. Stupid spaceship. It's like so random.
Who?
A lot of cutscene here, apparently.
this game has a lot of cutscene, just in general, compared to the previous 2 games.
Sure.
Oh,
I mean, it's
I'm
not like excessive, but
No, it's largely just because like this game just had like the technology, I think, and like both their technology and also like their um like the what's it called, like their workflow and
mhm.
equipment and stuff they had to like do stuff, whatever. I can't think of the right terminology.
Tools.
Oh my gosh, darn health.
Yeah, I mean more than just the tools, but like the actual like knowledge and stuff.
Sure.
Wait. No.
And
what?
so
No.
their cutscenes became like more and more sophisticated for like this for like a PS1 game or whatever, and then
What is
they kinda just, like,
happening?
went all out. You're fighting a spaceship.
Yeah, but why am I floating and he's dead and still floating? Is that like a thing?
Oh,
it
you're
also
using a
fuses.
float
That is very
spell.
Well,
epic.
yeah, but I didn't
Yeah.
realize that you could be dead and still floating.
Apparently, dying does not clear
I
status. A float.
And this guy seems a little confused, maybe.
I don't
Wow,
remember
Holy Lance, we
why
got
we
Silverwood.
used float a lot. I just remember it being
cannot
really
feel it
good.
after like all the time.
I mean, that's true in like... That's definitely true in
Tentacles.
6. Like, in
God
6, you
damn
just
it.
kind of cast it,
Wow.
like, every
Yeah.
fight, because there's
Means
a
you're, like,
lot of
immune to a
earth
lot.
skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just will kill you,
Have
so
to
you
go to
kind of
next
just have to
checkpoint
cast
then?
it.
I kind of feel like I did something else in this game too. But that
You're
might have
probably
just been it.
right. Whoa.
But it is funny that you still
Wait, I
float
thought we were
even
in
when
a,
you're
like,
dead.
an air... Yeah. I think in 6, like, you cure float by casting float again, or something like that. It's a toggle, and yeah, it, like, never wears off, I think. Could be wrong. It's in the way. And of course, you can cast float on, like, your opponents as well. For whatever effect that has.
Man, puzzles.
Running around like auto. I only vaguely remember
Seems
this
like the right
place. But I do remember it existing. What are we fighting now? Oh, that was a summon. It's like, I don't remember this boss.
Oh, this is where Mog turns into an Ilodian and then just disappears.
Wait, they seem to all have this status actually.
Everything's an Ilodian in this game.
It's Frog. Wait, is this still the king? I thought he was a...
Yeah. And this is his wife.
Why is he turning into a frog next?
I think they tried to like cure
like a,
his
like, rock
ailment and he
dagger, I
transformed from a cockroach to a
Dagger.
frog.
I mean, progress, I guess.
Yeah.
Blizzard on it? Is it like
Where? Black Mage?
Sid is kind of a joke character, you know,
Yeah.
comedic relief and all that. I mean, so is Steiner, but at least Steiner's got
First
like
stop.
a nice
Even
story
though-
behind him.
sure don't?
Oh, this hecking guy.
the puzzle dude who asks you like questions. I
Yeah.
think I only ran this guy like once.
No, I was grinding it out. I got them all. Stupid. Yeah, I'm like sitting here running around in this forest trying to get the Quizmaster to show
I don't
up.
understand.
And there was like also like a...
glad
Wasn't there
all
like
the
a
wife had
trade
it.
quest of like hidden monsters or whatever? Like you'd defeat a monster and it would like give you a drop that would like let you get like find another monster in a different area. And like it would like take the thing from you and then it would like drop something else. Am I crazy?
I think that's right. There's
Yeah.
also the whole like
Oh,
Mog
was
trade
I supposed-
quest as well.
Oh, the
And I
letter,
think the
the postman service or whatever.
Delivery, yeah. Like, I hope you remember where all the Mogs are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of them are missable too. Oh my god. Okay, and then Chocobo was like the absolute, like,
Suspicious.
Yeah, I super did not do
subquest of
that.
all time.
Salvage archipelago across the ocean southwest. Okay.
I completely skip reading.
There's one more.
I don't remember FF7 having
This
as
is
much
question mark,
side
question mark? I'm not sure I
contents.
ever found.
I know it had like the super bosses, the what are they called?
The
They're-
weapons.
the weapons or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it having like much else. I don't know.
I mean, there's
possible
definitely like
either
whole
A,
sections of the game that are optional, like anything involving Yuffie, which
Yeah.
is
Which I never
fairly-
found, I think.
fairly
You ever read-
substantial. There were multiple optional.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I never found Yuffie. She never appeared when I was running around.
I don't know what to tell ya.
Yeah, so I couldn't do any of
Oh,
the
it's
Japan
Scott,
land
wait.
quests.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, it's a whole thing.
I know where this is. Come on, where you at? Where you at?
Oh my god.
Apparently, there's another place that I could use dead peppers.
Just using the
to-
speed button and hoping that you hit
Yeah, because the timer ticks down at normal pace.
the... That's funny.
This is,
Wow.
like, leveling
The
curve that
cheats.
Yeah.
I've unlocked.
I mean, it seems to work out pretty well for me.
I feel like I keep finding potions that I can't hold or something. I think it's potions.
Yeah, there's like a whole thing here how like you level
Oh.
up your chocobo and then you're like able to get different chocobos when you get enough like chocobo points or treasures or something. I don't remember how it all works, and eventually you get to like the sky chocobo area and then you get to like the chocobo land
How can this be worse than
with
what I-
like the ultimate chocobo god, and that takes you to like the game's like strongest boss or whatever. It's like
I can't really speak.
this whole side quest is like required to fight the game's super boss. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, this place. Thank you, loading screen.
Oh, it's here. It's here. It's here. Okay. Should push me to like really high level.
Oh yeah, there we go. This stupid thing.
I don't know how it interacts with like multi-target attacks or whatever.
Select party members.
There's something strange here. It's just a giant
Just a
sphere. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I like looked up this guy's like patterns and whatever abilities and stuff.
This is like the entire day, apparently.
Well, I also went and beat the game, but yeah, I mean, that's our boss.
There you are fighting nothing. For some reason.
What to do when I feel lonely? Easy, watch the credits.
Well, I guess I'm gonna cut stream. I probably like I don't have
Unpacking.
anything planned. I could probably play another game between now and then. Got like 3 weeks or something.
So
Oh, of course,
I
this
was
is when
talking
the internet
to
decides
one of my
to
friends about
poop out on me.
Tower of Oannes or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and I still don't really know anything about it, but they did say that it's not Hell Temple.
What's that supposed to mean?
They said it's basically just another area of La Mulana.
Alright.
So
As in, it's not hard? Well, thanks for watching.
it's
find
hard,
something
but
to
not
play,
Hell Temple hard, I
probably
think. Is the impression I
or
got.
something. I mean, I got the impression that it was, like, as hard, it's just that there were way more checkpoints. Diploma in the throne?
Yeah, maybe.
No, which makes it way easier, obviously.
Sure, yeah.
I think it was. It kind of sounded
But
to
I
me
got
like.
that, but he was saying it's a lot more like puzzly than Hell is normally.
Well, that's good.
But he also made it sound like getting to it is
Alright,
still
yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Accident might be Hell level bullshit. Yeah, like he said he just looked it up, how to get to it.
That's fair. I mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying to figure it out one day. Supposedly, like, there are hints. They're just stupid, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's still on the list, I guess.
still on
But
the
that made it
list.
a little bit
Oh,
more.
shoot. Crap.
Yeah, that description. I was like one of the reasons I was a little worried about it because I just didn't want to. Wow, limit reached.
That was earlier. It was hilarious. I dropped in parts 1 through 13 or whatever, and it was like daily upload, daily upload, daily upload, daily upload. Ah, we're gonna go with 5. It's like my daily upload had rolled over exactly as it had started doing 5.
Funny.
Even though these had cleared out in like literally 5 seconds. It's like. So these are out of order. It's fine.
But yeah, if it's not like hell, then at least it sounds a little more playable.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
So. Alright. Talking about La Mulana 2.
DLC.
Wait, is that actually what it's called?
You know, they didn't list
Oannes?
No, La Mulana 2.
Yeah, La Mulana too.
Does it have a
twice by the
subtitle?
same.
I don't think so. I think it's called La Mulana too.
Okay.
I could check.
Isn't it like some dumb thing like the 0th child and the 8th
La
child or
Mulana
whatever?
2.
Oh, nice try.
That's just
Yeah.
called. Isn't there like a La
Did
Mulana
turbocharge
3? I
No.
think what you're thinking.
There is no La Mulana 3.
In the trailer, I think they use the line about like the Zeroth child.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
was like
It wasn't
referencing a
even-
line from the.
The first game.
I
But
guess
also
that's
it
not how you
is
want-
kind of sort of the plot of the second game.
I don't know. The plot of the second game is basically just.
There's
the plot of the
another
first game
one.
didn't happen. It's not even. It's not even. There's another one. It's the plot of the first game didn't actually happen.
What is going on?
Go do it for real now.
I guess. I mean, not
It's like-
really, but
It was like the tower was a fake
43.
tower. Like the ruins were fake ruins. Go play the real ruins now.
isn't it
And
the other way
then-
around?
Yeah, no. La Mulana 2 is the real
So was
ruins.
the previous lap.
I thought that La Mulana 2 was the copy of the ruins.
No, it's the other way around. La Mulana 1 is the copy of the La Mulana 2 ruins.
You sure about that?
Like 90% sure. Yeah, I remember being like it was very strange because it basically like it changed a lot of the
Yeah, well,
stories.
Over.
Like a lot of the different
There's-
like
I-
lore and
Yeah,
like the generations,
mushroom?
like their stories all changed. Like the giant story is like completely different. Like they changed who is good and who is bad and what happened.
Be able to see what it's done. Actually,
I remember feeling kind of weird about that.
Don't ask me
I played a bunch of
why.
Mario Kart at one point.
We did kind of just play Mario Kart at one point. Someone had a star and they hecking destroyed a trolley.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's more significant.
Yeah, well. This game is fun.
That's fun.
Took a guess.
Well, I
Anyway.
still like this game. I'm perfectly happy to never play it until
Level sounds like a
sorry,
right
until Mario Kart 9 comes out. But I mean, we saw all those DLC levels that
I've never
bought and
touched
haven't
them.
played.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad.
Like the game is literally
be
twice as big
honest,
as it
but-
was when I last played it.
Wrote that.
Yeah, my
Great.
problem is that with them is I just didn't
Fantastic.
like a lot of the new stages.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically all of
Yeah.
the mobile game levels, I just didn't enjoy.
Mm.
Like all the tour levels, which I've never played before.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of had this gimmick where
Yeah, it was a different like course every lap.
yeah, every lap you like had a different course, and like frequently one laps, like the last lap is you play
Like
the course
reverse.
backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very common. But I mostly just didn't like it because they're very hard to sight read because they're just designed completely differently than the other levels were designed.
Mm-hmm.
And so like how you like read the tracks just wasn't the same. And also because like they randomly like just like blocked off different paths based on which lap you're on, it was very hard to know like where to go based on just reading the road. You kind of have to like
You just have to learn it.
pay attention to the signs and like just know the course or whatever. And I
Mhm.
just wasn't a fan of that. I just didn't like them as much.
What?
But most of the other stages I thought were okay, but honestly, I just like the previous maps better, like the base game maps.
Mm.
Like the first DLC, they added just like 2 more sets or whatever, like not like the where they doubled the game size, like the original like Wii U DLC or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like those were good, all good levels. Those are
Message area.
banger levels because
S-
that like came out
awesome.
with 200cc, and
the
so there
rides
were
we
like
used.
levels that were like really challenging at 200cc and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna leave that part
But
alone.
yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like the which is kind of concerning about if they make a Mario Kart 9, how good it would be.
What? What's going on here? I should have.
Probably,
Well, I
a
mean,
little less interested.
having not played the newer courses, it's like
Yeah,
hard to
that's
really
right.
make that claim because maybe they've
I
gotten
couldn't even
better
get the
again,
game to run
right?
without-
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the
I
song.
don't know.
Customers. Corkscrew is broken down. That's BS. Is the mechanic lost? Like pretty poor throughput, I think.
It was a fun game.
I never really was particularly good at this game, but
Oh.
I enjoy these sim games in general.
Mm-hmm.
Watching. Have a good night. I'll see you guys
I
around.
remember like in like SimCity, like my favorite things was that like you can play your city in the other sim games.
Rules are really confusing when
I always found that to be like really cool.
Huh.
Yeah, so like you make a city in SimCity, and then like you when you play like
Compare that to something like-
SimCopter, like you can play in the
5
city.
times this size
your
in terms of
SimCity
like
file.
actual like land usage. More pop. Oh, I guess because it's closer to the entrance to the park.
And I was like, that was true for basically like all the sim games back in the day. I don't know if that's still true. They also don't really make games anymore.
Yeah. This might have been my favorite park.
Okay, we've done it.
Oh my god.
Rainbow Towers, man.
They're very popular.
Going for MVP rather than win. Talonflame is
Lines are like all
starting
packed.
item, but
Yep.
yeah.
And then I built like one coaster that like weaved through the entire like this coaster was awesome.
Molly.
Just made a difference or not, but I think that they probably did
You get like extra points
make
for
some
that.
small positive difference.
Well, actually, I think there might be something in like the calculated statistics for closeness to
Time, I guess, until
other
Pokemon comes out. It's like 2 weeks still. So.
rides, or
Alright,
also
well,
like
Daylight?
itself. I remember there's something because there's like just the way the calculations work. You get basically like double dip if you
Stats.
send
Freefall.
like you do a loop and then you send the track back through the loop, like you thread the loop, and that like specific like layout or whatever is like really good for one of the stats on the coasters. I don't remember how any of that works, but obviously didn't figure any of this out. I just, I
Jay.
watch videos on all this crap because it's interesting. But
Yeah, I'm sure there's people have gotten pretty deep in like trying to figure out like optimal like
Double
strats
check
and stuff
here.
like
It needs to
that.
go at least 25.
I mean, SimCity whatever is kind of similar. Like people would like basically like these are.
Where's
I remember
food?
there's a video for
Tree, heck
SimCity
yeah.
2000
Wall.
where someone basically like makes like it's like a video about basically making like the perfect
Some of these
like the
obst-
biggest possible city or
Yeah, seriously.
whatever. And it was like they kind of like go through the different like city designs they did and like kind of the philosophy of like why
This
they
is like-
did it and so on and so forth. And it's like pretty interesting. It's like,
mhm.
and I kind of remember like the way it ends up playing
Junior
out
Cook.
is you basically have no roads. You can't have bad traffic if you don't have traffic.
True.
They basically like design a
There's some
city so that
banks.
like you just had like
Our goal here is
a very
6, 6,
small block of like residential, commercial, and like whatever, like just right next to each other. And so they just didn't need a road. People could just walk. And then you just like tile that essentially. So you like a giant city of just no roads. And maybe you had like some sort of subways going between the blocks potentially. But I think the idea is that you basically like just people don't commute. And like this was like back in like, I don't know.
Everything about this is a problem.
Early 2010s, maybe 20 aughts or whatever. And it's funny because like now there's like a whole like thing about like urban planning
Walkable
that
cities and
basically
whatever.
follows that exact
Yeah.
idea.
Nope.
Yeah, it's like
Pretty hard goal.
trying to design like mixed zoning and like walkable cities and stuff like that. And like the way to fix traffic is to remove traffic.
Oh,
And
here we
that-
go. Oh no, I forgot. You thread a loop through a loop.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the trick. Oh my god.
What in the
It's like
world?
kind of hard to set up too.
You look at this thing and it's just like, what is happening? Maybe they are comfy sweater t-shirts.
I don't understand how you can use the like 3D modeling in this game to
Right
make
here that you were fooled.
roller coasters like that.
You get used to it.
Right.
Oh wow, these rides look horrible. That's just the
So
vomit.
Oh,
I'm
they're
gonna-
great,
you're
man.
ridiculous.
These
I'm
things
gonna
are
save this park.
huge money makers.
What a garbage park. Alright.
Like a really tiny little course for
Just
just throwing
get an
up.
idea.
What is this?
My goal here is
This
to
is like a
create
single roller coaster.
I
Which is why I
don't
wanna-
know.
Oh, it's almost long enough. What?
Yeah, I'm in like the designer or whatever. I'm trying to hit some specific stat. I don't know what. It's probably the ride length. Yeah, so there's a. I'm trying to remember the intensity. You actually don't want that to go too high, otherwise, like no one's gonna ride it.
You don't want people don't want to ride something that's gonna kill them or whatever.
Yeah. And the main killer of intensity is like not banking your turns. It's like
Show me
having
That
like too many
makes
Gs or whatever
sense.
is just
the counts.
absolute killer.
That's interesting. Although in real life, I don't know if that changes the amount of G's
I
you get. It just
don't
makes
know.
it just makes the
Somehow I-
cart fall off, and
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
dies.
What am I looking at right now?
I'm pretty sure that this specific like yeah, just add a couple little bumps just to spice things up a bit. This ride was built for one of the
That is an excitement rating if I've ever seen one.
Yeah,
How
I think that's
expensive
right. You
is
want to
this
like
coaster?
maximize excitement and like, I guess minimize intensity, but it's gonna end up being high if
Besides,
excitement is
too
high.
long,
Mm-hmm.
too expensive.
But the goal I think here is the length of the course. I think there was a
Fascinating.
specific campaign where you needed to only build like coasters like of a minimum length, and that minimum length was
Okay, so I
really
think-
hacking long.
But I
It's like how you get a really long ride that's exciting in a very small amount of space.
Yeah. Yeah, this you can kind of tell these are all like
So this like wooden.
oh my
wooden
god.
wild mouse over here in the corner. I built this one.
At what point do you
first.
make the roller coasters to just
And
go
this is
through
like
all the other roller
They
coasters?
kinda
extremely densely
do,
packed.
yeah.
There's like some goof ups because I didn't have a big enough drop to meet the stat requirements in my original like design. But this thing is like literally like a brick of every single tile has got crack in it for like the entire like three-dimensional space pretty much
Money's coming in.
to like barely meet the 4K requirement.
4K apparently.
Did I ever tell you about that that mod that I think Author Blues made for this game?
Ah, the multiplayer
like,
one?
No, he did a mod to have it so like your chatters in like. you can
Oh,
chat
yeah,
with-
you did tell me
with,
about
like-
this.
Yeah,
Oh, now
they'll
it's taking
show
that
up as
loop,
like people in the
wait.
game, and it was very cute.
Casual normal playthrough usually like 20 to 30 hours or whatever, even if you're not. Anyway, I'm gonna cut stream.
Okay, apparently that was it.
GG.
I guess that campaign like ended it for me. I mean, it makes sense. I built so many coasters there that were like huge. Yeah, no, the main thing that like doing research on that game will teach you is that there's a calculator online that tells you given this like the excitement, intensity, and like nauseating rating. Actually, I don't know if the nauseous rating actually matters. Like how much do you charge for the how much do you charge
Oh.
for it?
Interesting.
And I think the most interesting thing about that I would, well, probably would never have figured out. First of all, is you can charge way more than you would think. And second of all, that the amount that people are willing to pay is also based on the age of the ride. And it goes down the older it is.
Oh,
But
interesting.
you can like shut
we have a
down the
novelty
ride and
factor or whatever?
refurbish it, and then it like becomes brand new. And so like as soon as you hit the like 3 months or 6 months or whatever where it would like drop in price, you just do that, and then it's like you can still charge full price for it.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it gets like kind of rough because that's like a lot of
Incentivize, like,
micromanagement.
Incentivize like actually maintaining your rides. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Apparently I played Crypt of the Necrodancer for 7.5 hours on this random day. Some random necrodancing. Did I like do anything interesting here? Probably not. I probably just died a bunch.
Well,
Monk. I hate it. I'm not sure. I love Mary, but Mary is so hard. Wait, I'm doing Mary double time? Am I insane? How? How did I get this far? I can't even beat this character like these days. Or those days. Or whatever days weren't the days where I was good at this game.
When you beat it this time.
I don't know. I'm close. I'm going for score? What is wrong with me? I don't know how this is happening.
You don't even have a heal spell now.
I know!
You're just taking damage.
Well, that's what you do when you have the blood shovel. You get as much money as you can.
yeah, I
but
understand, but That's pretty confident.
Seriously. This looks like a failure. Oh, what?
Nice end of song.
Dude, that is like the craziest save I've seen him. Okay, hold on. This has got to be someone else's replay. This has got to be someone else's replay. How? Oh, showing replay. Okay, this is probably like first place or something. I'm like, this is just not. This is, it's not me. I couldn't have done this.
It's also it might not be double speed because it's.
Yeah, I might be replaying it the double speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that. Whew. Never been so frightened by myself before.
Game lag, game lag.
Oops. Did I have a Necrodancer?
God, it's so fast.
Crypt of the Necrodancer highlights. That's different than Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Oh god, and of course it's Deep Blues.
Well, I can search. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think this counts. I'm just gonna make it public and move on.
Wow! I can't believe it! I still couldn't beat this stupid boss, even with like full armor and like all this crap.
Oh my god.
I'm quite sure there was actually nothing that I could do there.
He's mad right now.
I needed the
He's
rapier.
salty.
I needed to keep the rapier.
I'm on like the depth 5
Or not
boss
the
or
rapier,
whatever.
the-
I have like all the
the
best crap in the
compass.
world and I still died to the boss.
If I had had that, I could have just sat there and spammed and not taken a single hit. Oh man.
Mad. Alright. Pokemon. This game was fun. This game was addicting. Oh god, what is this order? 1, 2, 3, 4A, 4B, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. This game had like one major problem, though, is that watching streams of it was really boring.
Well, I mean, it's kind of true for watching
Like any
Breath of
open
the
world
Wild
game.
or-
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
if this came
Like,
off of
mostly
like
it's mostly just running around and collecting the same Pokemon over and over.
yeah, cuz this was back like we had just started learning well, I had just started learning Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I was doing way back was I just had like VTubers up playing Diamond and Pearl,
Of a Pokemon.
or Brilliant Diamond, whatever, because that game was popping off for like the VTuber scene or whatever. Like everyone and their cat VTuber was playing it, so I was able to just hop around, and there was always I learned plenty of things just from, sitting in those streams. Mostly the names of Pokemon and the names of types of Pokemon.
Deturs were-
But yeah, that just didn't happen with this game because a lot of people like only like did it for like one stream and then didn't continue. And then like the rest of them is like, I don't know, they weren't is interesting to like listen to or whatever. Because like you said, it's mostly just sitting like running around chucking Pokeballs at Pokemon instead of
Is thinking
doing battles. Which I mean, honestly, the battles aren't super interesting either in like Diamond and Pearl, but at least they're more interesting than
I mean, it's true for most battles in Pokemon.
Yeah.
But
But regardless of whether or not the actual, like, you know, stakes were high or whatever, like, you knew they were gonna win, but at least people had more to talk about, I feel like. But so goes.
Wait, how is that? Grass, maybe?
There she is. Irida herself in the flesh. That being said, the start of this game is like an hour and a half of text before you get to like actually play. So that's great.
This guy.
I watched the start of this game like probably like 4 or 5 times in Japanese. If they weren't reading it out loud, it is a skip.
Picture. Sleep.
36 hours in and I've only done 4 streams. I mean, I guess that's not too crazy. Yo, the mountains. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot about this game. This game had really good music.
God dang, okay. God dang it.
The night themes or whatever. OP. Why?
Keep out of trees. Oh.
Wait, what is it even from? What was I just whistling? Isn't that like Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks? That was like months ago, dude. Or is that Golden Sun? Why would that have been in my head? Oh, I'm losing my mind. And yeah, here we are, running around catching Pokemon for the next 20 hours. I mean, 20 days.
Oh.
I mean, the side quest like content in this game is good though. That was one of the things that I really liked about this game was that I think I've mentioned this
if you don't
before,
hear-
but the game does a really good job of giving you like a lot of things that you can work on simultaneously. So like while you're exploring, you're finding like goodies or whatever. So you can like craft more Pokeballs and like restoration items. You're finding Pokemon, so you're like either catching new Pokemon or you're getting XP or whatever. But there's also like a bunch of side quests that had like specific goals, and then there was the Pokedex which gave you like a bunch of goals that was like, you know, catch X of this Pokemon, evolve X of this Pokemon, use this move with this Pokemon, like, so much. And so that would, like,
Mhm.
you know, you would bring different teams with you so you could vary up what you were, like, doing as you were exploring. And then on top of that, there was, like, just various collection stuff. So there was, like, the different souls to collect. There were the different unknown, like, puzzles. There were,
Opie.
I think there was something else. The hidden pages or whatever. Can't remember exactly how that all worked. And you're, like, getting all these things done just, like, by exploring the world. But I don't know, it, like, feels good to, like, do all that multitasking or whatever. Ever maxed out your trainer card? I think I got to the last level, but I didn't, like, max every Pokemon. Because I realized that wasn't required. Been, like, 10. I haven't even caught it. Like, let alone caught it without being seen. So that was good. Also, the bit in this game, this is, like, minor, but I don't know, it made the game, like, just playing the game a lot more enjoyable for me than, like, again, say, like, a Breath of the Wild or whatever, was that, like, you could send your Pokemon out and they would, like, collect things, that, like, where you sent them to. And so,
just
like,
keep
you
running.
could send
You're
your
probably leaving
Pokemon
me.
out and you could, like, start moving the other direction. And it just, like, made collecting, like, feel more efficient, you know?
Yeah, it was very like smooth. You just kind of kept running.
Yeah. That's a lot of Tangela. Also, Arceus is still a
dudes.
hilarious character in this game.
Yeah, the plot could have gone better ways.
Well, the plot was fine, but Arceus didn't care about the plot.
He sure didn't.
Which is just, I don't know, it's really funny to me. Still remember day one of this game, there were, like, people from the, God, brain fart. The Mystery Dungeon community who are just like, God dang it, I can't believe Mystery Dungeon isn't, like, the best, like, Pokemon Isekai anymore.
I think like one of my funniest memes is for Za when it got announced of like the protagonist of this game like finally got sent home after like completing the Pokedex or whatever. And then she's like, I finally finished my degree on like urban design. And then Arceus shows up, I have a task for you.
Yeah. I do remember that one. I'm probably gonna have to replay, I guess X or whatever. Whichever one I own.
Mm.
'Cause I don't remember jack about that, like, the story of those games. And it was, like, kind of, like, crazy by the end. With the whole thing with AZ, how he's, like, 3,000 years old or whatever, and, like, created a weapon that can, like, just kill the world. Or something. Also, for what it's worth, I kind of thought about this a little bit later. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, but I don't remember if it was in Lumiose or if it was a different city in X and Y, but there was, like, a pretty, fairly expansive, like, underground facility. So, like, I could see that kind of coming back in X and Y, and that's where, like, or not X and Y, in ZA, and that being, like,
Yeah.
where the more interesting areas are or whatever.
I'm still kind of holding out on there being some sort of digital aspect of the game.
Sure.
Strong.
What's a blue?
Back now.
Some of these parts are really short. The stream must not have been having a good day some of those days.
Not know about. You guys are on. Peace. You mean in the boxes like this? Yeah, it would be nice. Oops.
Yeah, this sorting is not very sorted. I think I might be, like, dealing with the consequences of not sorting at this point. Why do I have so many APOM?
Wait, most of these can evolve.
I definitely had to
I don't know
release a
what-
ton of Pokemon in this game. How are there only that many?
I'm using way too many.
I wonder if I've, like, solved the Manaphy puzzle yet. Dude, the Manaphy puzzle is, like, the craziest puzzle in, like, out of many games that I've ever played. There's, like, such a wild expectation when trying to solve that puzzle. Like, they give you all the information you need. You need... Well, no, they don't. They kinda do. You just really need to think outside the box, as they say. This is part 22, so I must have solved it by now. Oh, there's Arceus.
Interesting choice. I'm just trying to prevent it from hitting me twice in a row, so I'm gonna keep agile styling, but oh, nice crit. Oh, good, 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 good. No, it's so fast that even if I agile style twice in a row, it... Oh, and its stats are up, so it's probably killing me this time. Oh my, and a crit. Okay, well. Whatever, Arceus, you do you. This is honestly for the best. Because it means I actually get a turn instead of trying to switch out.
Some of the fights in this game are kind of hard.
Or I could like hunt for some specific shinies or something. Alright.
Hey, it was like only 80 hours.
This is the part where I either go into hibernation for like ever and you don't hear from me until something happens that's interesting in the world. Or I boot the game up and start a fresh file like tomorrow or something because I'm a moron. I don't think that's gonna happen.
It did not happen. As I said, the
This
game was
a lot
very
of fun to play,
addicting.
though.
Yeah.
Do those like challenge runs or whatever. I'm sure there's a lot of interesting things you can do in this game.
Probably. in that respect. Time for Legends Arceus Bingo. It's probably good. Maybe. Alright. Video games. Thanks for watching. See you guys around. Peace. Hashtag video games. This game is like the quarter of the length of new Pokemon Snap. And also like half the length of Tears of the Kingdom, I'm pretty sure, in terms of time I put in. Man. Shadows of Almia. Almia. Where did that come from? I never did find all the wells either. I think that quest is incomplete on my game. Incomplete? Incomplete. Yeah. Uncompleted. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Done. I did get all of the frog things. Oh my god, speaking of games with good music.
I remember this song. Bing bong. Pop. Rigged. He had an extra Bidoof up his sleeve, I know it. Sploosh.
The frog quest ending? I don't even remember what happened. I mean, I remember what was, like, supposed to happen, but, like... Dude, this game is so good.
Sickening.
Oh, well, that's funny. The stream cut, I come back, and the town growth is just completed. Or is it? Oh yeah, it definitely was captured. It's been registered. Funny.
Bonus for doing poking assists. Maybe only if it's like super effective. I guess the Shinx is useful. I assume we're gonna catch like a Blastoise or something. It might be just good for.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
This Arceus Part 22 out of 22 thumbnail is really good.
I bet.
It's just like you staring down an Ursa.
Dang, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's actually kind of close.
What is this?
Alright.
Ready the quick draw.
Yeah, man.
Go for 50 loops on Sharpedo. Confused, but let's catch one of these guys.
Whoa! Dude,
If that wasn't 50 plus, man.
what a good
Circles.
game.
Slong. Oh my god, please. Just in the even columns, and that's why there's nothing right now.
Dude, he's drawing the circles so fast. Is that Spirit Tomb? I don't know. Oh, the surfing bits. I remember this crap. Whee. You have to like get speed from the rapids to break through the like ice flows.
That's not what I wanted to do, huh?
Oh, the double circles! What a technique, man.
But I guess not.
Bonk.
Gone ham. Whoa. I feel like I must have done something to like deserve this punishment. Oh shoot, I'm not safe.
The waters pull you in.
The waters pull you in.
The waters pull you
You
in.
make your circles a little.
Oh. I was gonna say, you actually go underwater in this game, so there's that too.
It's all good.
How do you get the feather in Amlana?
God, I hope there's a full
Is that from killing the?
It's from killing the guy back at the
on the surface?
surface, yeah.
Okay.
Which you
How do you even get the staff?
I think it's in
Somewhere in
no,
like Birth or something?
it's in it's from Anubis in the Moon Temple,
Okay.
I think.
Gotcha. And
Yeah,
that
lot
requires
of-
going through Graveyard of the Giants.
No, that's one way to get there.
Alright.
Is another way to get down to the bottom
Yeah.
half of?
If you have the bronze
Okay.
mirror, you can just walk in. And you have to have beaten
Well,
Elmac, because otherwise the the mirror door doesn't appear. But
Mm,
Elmac isn't that big of an ask.
yeah. But there's a path you get it fairly quickly if you know like exactly where it is.
Yeah, yeah, basically. I don't remember, what all is required to solve the puzzles in the Moon Temple that
Screen shake is truly impressive, though.
gets you like through to that, but I don't think you need very much.
No, you don't. You just need
You need
Rock
the
the
hand
pyramid
scanner.
I don't think you even need that.
No, you have to scan the dancing man on the wall or whatever, and the other things.
No, that gets you to easy.
You're right.
OP.
You're
Yeah,
right.
all you need to do is you just go through and you like hit a couple switches and then
Yeah, I
it
think
drops
you're right.
the pyramid to the floor and breaks it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Wait, but can you kill him without the book
of
or
Dead.
whatever?
I don't remember. I think Book of Dead just reduces the damage you take.
I'm not sure. I'll be right back.
Can you beat him? I mean, maybe it's like it's
Okay.
possible, but you need the gun or something.
Let's see what's up. This is almost certainly the place to grind XP, though. Maybe the other room, not this one, but it's like pretty easy in comparison to some of the stuff I had to do to get up here. This just gets more and more ridiculous, though. Be like fighting some like god on top of the building or something. Darkrai gonna come back for revenge. Oh? Oh no! Flygon flies. That's not good. That's truly not good.
Alright, what did we learn?
That you can draw circles really fast.
Oh, I thought you were gonna figure out Lama Lana.
Anyway,
What?
I don't know if I
What about
articulated the
Lama
issue
Lana?
here,
I'm
but
not playing the game right now.
don't know how accurate this
No, I
is.
thought you were wondering if you killed the guy without the Book of the Dead.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember how to get the Book of Dead.
But if anything, the screen is
Same.
probably bigger. I don't know, it feels like it's the
I
right
have no
size, but I
recollection of
don't
where that
know.
is.
I do not know.
I didn't realize I was supposed to be looking something up.
No, it's fine. I wasn't sure if you like recalled or something.
No, I don't.
Sam.
I was like, I don't remember
Alright,
if you
well, that's
need the
been
Book of Dead
Pokemon
to
Ranger.
kill Anubis. I thought all the Book of
have
Dead
the third
did was to
game.
reduce the damage you take from Anubis.
I don't know if it'll be the next thing I play. There
And, like,
are some
Maybe-
RPGs
Like, I think it might be
that came
possible
out
to beat it, but it
recently
might
that I
require,
pick
like,
up
gun.
on the Switch.
kind of thing.
Um,
But it all, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Anubis just can't die without it. No idea. You're the one who did all the randos.
I guess.
I think I only did like one rando and didn't finish.
So I take it the circles were good or something?
You have to draw a lot of circles.
Oh yeah.
Like, Pokemon have a ton of health.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you said like a bad
Okay,
typing. I don't know.
later.
No, it's just a lot of circles. Also, that was like post-game Super Dungeon or whatever, but... You know.
There.
Triangular strategy. Eight. This is a good game.
Not a good name.
It was long. Oh, god dang it. I have temps for 2 things in this folder? Oh no. I could have been downloading these like 20 minutes ago and it's going to take like an hour to download.
To play a new RPG that came out like a couple of days ago.
Crap. Parts 2 and 3 from Guardians, apparently. Game seems quiet. Maybe? Oh baby.
Remember La Mulana 2, the feather
Lots of
is
options here.
accessible like way earlier for some reason. Or at least we got it. I remember getting it very quickly.
Dude, I need to like memorize what
Like I think you go to like just
I like
find
when it comes to
Mulbrick
camera
in a room,
settings.
and then she's like, "Here's the feather." I go, "Okay, thanks."
event camera auto rotation. Is that how you get that? I mean, she's in a
Why
lot
is
of
that not
places
on
in
by
that game.
default?
Doesn't that seem like something they would?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember her being in like one of the trunk areas. You just like go to like some room and then she's like there.
That happens multiple times.
Yeah, no, I mean like a specific place or whatever.
Yeah, maybe it's when she gets tied up
Yeah,
by
and you, like,
the
rescue her,
the
coffin dude or whatever.
yeah the guy who just like attacks you with nooses or whatever.
Yeah, it just instantly kills you.
No, I don't think I've talked to these guys yet. Crack. Level 3. Oh, that doesn't count if, like, they're already dead. Well, that's sad. Yeah. I'm finally doing some triangle strategying here. The scales will decide. That has some range. Oh yeah, that guy gets heckin' killed. Goes around. Peace. Open to these guys like the whole time. Well, this game was good. I would probably replay Stella Glow before replaying this. Probably because I haven't... Wait, what? Where did the playlist go? What the heck? I got like booted out of the playlist. How does that even happen?
Yeah, YouTube just does that sometimes.
Did I like accidentally hit X?
I
think
may-
so,
I don't
but-
think so. No, like sometimes when I'm listening, I like listen to playlists. I'll just randomly just play a video not in the playlist. Like if I have like autoplay running, it'll just like randomly just like autoplay to something that's not in the playlist and just in the middle, and then I'm not in the playlist anymore, and it just starts autoplaying random videos.
It does like no damage. It's like not even.
I'd say it's a bug, but something tells me that's actually on purpose.
Shoot. Yeah, maybe. Oh, error. Unable.
ベネディクト様、ご報告です。我が軍の偵察兵1名が
What?
敵に拘束されたとのこと。そう簡単に機密は漏らさないでしょうが、いつまで持ちこたえられるか。
Oh, I downloaded part 2 twice at the same time. I think that was probably a mistake.
軍議を開くと編成を見直す。
Wait, what? Okay, that's spooky. Let me... 220... Hold on. Just make sure this isn't, like, passed crazily incorrect here. I still don't have the mansion with Murph and find that the book... that did kind of just stop. The mansion with Murph and find that the book has already been stolen. I'm sure. Alright. Thanks for watching. Okay, night. I'll see you guys around. Clicked forward too far. Alright. Okay, but part 3, though. Alright, so there is a new thing, but it is time for bed. Wait, these have the same...
You cannot hurt Anubis.
That last fight was without the book.
Yeah, he just like flashes blue when you
Blue,
attack him.
yeah.
Makes little tinky noses.
Part 2 and Part 3 have the same URL. That's clearly a mistake. No wonder they failed to download. They were like attacking each other while they were downloading. I need to find this
thanks
in
for watching.
Twitch.
Have a good night. I'll see you guys around.
Peace. Concerning. Okay, here we are.
Alright, back out.
They're definitely not the same thing. We left off with practice mission, practice thing left to do, so let's try it out. Mock battle is what they call these, huh? Maybe I accidentally pasted...
Oh, excuse me.
Oh yeah, that's totally what happened. 75 turns. Okay. How are we doing over here? Not much to go. What are these treasure chests? That's new. Also, what is my, like, positioning in this fight? This is horrifying. Okay. I think everything is better.
Here. 50% of damage for a selected ally for 2 turns.
志を同じくする仲間
Rip.
力を手に入れブルクによって奪われてその教えなどには
Am I still on my first playthrough at this point?
テレノワ様もっと高みを見てください岩塩を握ったあなたには力が
大軍が相手だわ
信じよう
一緒にいるのは
If I'm fighting like on a big bridge at some point, then this is my first playthrough.
Man, there's like so much about
Even the
Llama One
recommended.
I just don't remember.
Time
Like
to replay
watching
it.
this, I'm like, yeah, I don't
want the game to
remember where the hint for this solution is, or I don't remember what
Here's
where
the
this
bridge.
item is.
Thank you. What are you looking for now?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about it in general.
I mean, there's just a lot, so...
Branching
Yeah, there's
path,
just a
you
lot
can
of
go up
stuff.
or down.
いいんだな。
And honestly, I think
And
Glamalana 2
of course,
is
some
like
stuff
even
is just
more-
like you just find it by running
Oh.
into it, and I like
That's
I
why you
don't
don't
remember
remember
it because
yeah.
it's just somewhere.
It's just part of the game, yeah.
Yeah. Like there's a part where like whenever you fight the
Oh, no,
lion and like there's a secret path above the lion,
Yeah,
and I think that gets you like
they can see the fairy.
the Isis amulet or something like
yeah,
that,
which could see fairies.
which gives you the fairies. And I'm like, okay, but how do we know that's there? Is that just a map thing, or is there like a hint?
There's... Yeah,
I remember
there's
there being
a
a
tablet
hint.
that talks about the room name, I'm pretty sure, and that's how you know to look in that room. If I
okay.
recall correctly. I don't know why I would remember that, but...
There's actually surprising
Various
how many
level-
puzzles use room names.
Room names, yeah, a lot of them do.
Although some of them are like, this is much more common in Llama Land too. But in Llama Land 1,
And
there's a
this
couple
time,
places
but I-
where it's like, there's multiple ways you can get it. So like for example, the one where you're supposed to stand under
can't
the
attack these guys.
wedget, Five Raw.
Yeah.
It's like the hint tells you stand under wedget, but you like scan the thing, it says this is the Eye of Ra or whatever. So you're like, you have to find like another
Oh, wow.
piece of information saying that like the wedget
beat up
is another name for
and/or get
Ra or
beat up.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then you know that that's what it's referring to. But also like the name of the room is called
it's
like
Wedget's
Ra's
room
room.
or something.
Yeah. So like if you recognize that, it's like you could just kind of, or like Wedget's room or whatever. So like if
Yeah.
you recognize that, then you could be like, oh, this must be blah 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 or whatever.
Also, there's kind of a point
How these
where near
things-
that early at the game where you're like, I have this one hint for like to do a thing by this one thing, and this thing is suspicious, so maybe I'll just try it.
Sure.
Yeah. It's like, this might be Wedget. It might be what that
But
hint is talking
that was an
about.
example I remember of there like being where the room name
Mm-hmm,
could be used or whatever.
そんな
I mean,
No,
I think I
pictures
tell you
aren't
pretty
fine.
early on about room. I think in Gated Guidance, there's like a skeleton.
Yeah,
like,
a
oh yeah,
skeleton,
names are rooms are named.
Yeah.
But I don't think the room name's actually relevant in Gated Guidance at all. So
Well, it's funny because the last mantra, the one in the Gate of Guidance, the hint for that is based on the room name. Like that's how they hint it. It's just the room name. And I'm not sure, but now that I think about it, that might
yeah.
be the room with that
On this
skeleton.
bridge.
I don't think so though.
yeah, I don't know.
It's like the room of courage or whatever. I don't remember what the name of the room is, but it has courage.
Yeah,
in there.
the room occurs you jump into the pit, right, and then the spikes go away.
Yeah, but that's also where the final like wedge is, or mantra. I'm not sure which of the two. The mantra. It would be the mantra because those are the ones that have the hints.
See, I remember the wedges things. I still don't remember the mantra part. I know you look at the tablets and the grid of 9 tablets and they tell
Yeah.
you where the mantras are, but like I don't remember that part. I can't, for some reason, that piece of the puzzle is not what I remember. Because I guess that part was not hard.
It wasn't very hard.
Middle.
Well, I mean, we had so much time to like internalize those hints that we basically solved them all. We just didn't know what to do in the places that they were talking about. So as soon as we like, you know, had the thread, we just went, and it just went. It just happened.
Yeah.
Team
So
from her.
that's probably why.
Who's
And yeah, no, none of those hints were particularly like tricky, honestly.
none from you. Have a good night.
Which is, you know, possibly by design because it's like you get those hints and you're like, okay, well,
It's basically like one puzzle, and it's not like 9 puzzles or whatever.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Reverie. There's some stuff in the game that are like that. I know. I just remember that there's certain, like, now that I've like kind of had some time go by or whatever, I just like kind of think about like
The
the
response I was
cross
expecting, but
and just being like, that was the main thing that, like, to be honest, was just a little too obscure for me to like figure out the meaning of the cross. 'Cause, like, once you figure out the crosses, I feel like the rest of the chain, I feel like, is not too unreasonable to like suss out or whatever. But the interpretation of cross, I felt like was hard, and maybe it's just like the way I was thinking about it, we were thinking about it, just like that, just how it just happened to lead out. Right? It's like, it's not like, oh, there's like that part's harder or whatever. It's just the way we kind of concluded it.
sure.
But I do remember feeling like the wording of the meaning of the cross could have been a lot more explicit and less cryptic or whatever. And would have made it like without like kind of like ruining any aspect of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Because like the way that thing works is like you have to connect like 8 different pieces of like independent information, and like
Oh, that
knowing
was a
one
lose
piece of
condition?
information doesn't really help you figure out any other parts of information. So like making like one piece of it easier to
That's right.
understand doesn't, I think, really break the puzzle in any way. So I don't know. It's already a lot. So like I
Is he
think
ever
the
gonna
hint they
catch up?
give you is like the crosses connect the 2 sides or whatever.
Somehow.
Something like that, but like the meaning of that is like really like
This point.
really open to interpretation.
Yeah.
Like it makes it sound like you're supposed to do something at the crosses, and like it'll like have some effect between the 2 layers or whatever. When I would have preferred they said something like the crosses are the origin or something like that. Because if they said like the crosses are like a fundamental feature of the map in some way, instead of having some sort of like
It's hacking stage.
connection about the world layers or whatever, I think it would have been more straightforward. But maybe that's just the way I think about the map.
I mean, the craziest part is that puzzle is like extremely impossible if you don't like understand how the maps are laid out in that game. And
Well, it's spelled out in the manual.
in the manual, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
If
so
you-
that is like a piece of information that you get from like stage 0, but like only if you did.
Yeah, I've definitely watched a lot of people who basically refuse to read the manual,
Bad idea.
and then people in chat like basically keep saying, "Please read the manual. Please read the manual,"
Yeah.
because they're like complaining about like the fact that
From somewhere.
essentially like
Yeah,
not
this-
having the Grail and how horrible the game is not having the Grail for like its various reasons. And it's like all these problems go away
again, it-
if you just have the Grail. So please read the manual.
Heck.
As like you can surely find the Grail
Oh
without
yeah,
the manual.
absolutely. I mean, I
but
did when I first like
you
booted
For-
the game up.
a lot of people miss it, and the manual basically spells out exactly how to get to the Grail.
Yeah. Well, I
There's
don't know.
like
It's weird to me because there's also like skeletons and stuff that also kind of tell you what to do there.
they do.
It's like you
yeah.
really have to like just skip it.
You have to not really be paying attention
Right.
to what you're reading. And I think a lot of people don't pay attention to the skeletons.
Yeah.
say. They'll read the tablet and be like, okay, tablet hint, and then they read the skeleton. Because most of the tablets are hints,
Most of the skeletons
and most of
are
the skeletons
a
say
joke.
are like, this game is hard or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And so like, there's a couple, or there's more than a couple. Just there's a number of skeletons that are like, oh, there's a puzzle right here, or there's a hidden wall right here, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or there's a trap right here, watch out, right? And
Mhm.
This one of them is also an archer.
you just don't read any of them, then you kind of miss all of that, and that certainly is one of them.
Yeah.
But the manual also just spells it out. It's
Yeah.
like this wall, walk behind it. It'll lead you to the Grail, which you will want,
Yeah.
and it also explains the nature of the map, which is like not
God, that did so
really
much
relevant at all.
No, at all until the final puzzle. Like it might
Until
help
the
you
final
find
puzzle.
like one or two like
Final Cross
things
is coming
like by
out
using like
soon.
okay, this is the one
Also,
screen I
still
haven't been
have
on this
game to
map.
play.
Which four
It's an
screens could I get to
RPG.
it from, right? It's not just like which screen
Yeah,
is it attached
exactly.
to.
Nearly as long.
But I don't remember how relevant that really ended up being.
Well, the
And
not
axe, for
even
example,
close,
is a
but-
good example.
I
There was a
also
few
kinda
places
enjoyed,
in
like, messing around in Kirby, but who knows if that's even possible.
the water area. The water
either-
area had
either
one like transition
this
that
or
kind of made use of
Kirby
that.
next Ice Stream.
And I
Sure,
guess the
yeah.
tower was sort of similar.
Yeah.
But for now,
But
I'm
no,
so
like
thanks for
generally
watching.
speaking, it wasn't
been
really
a
that
long one.
important.
Yeah,
You guys
it
enjoyed.
it honestly felt like a piece of information
Let's
that
go
like
around. Peace.
would have been better just to be in the game somewhere. To be honest, like later, like there's someone in the game that kind of, or there's something in the game that kind of hints at the fact that
Mhm.
like if you didn't realize that everything fits in a 4x4 grid or whatever, you can like now
Please
like,
start
use
thinking
that
about it.
information.
Yeah.
And then like you can use that information when it's relevant and thinking about the final puzzle. Because like I mean, it was kind of nice for us because we were taking pictures and it was nice being able to fit everything in just in a square grid.
Mhm.
But honestly, it also made the maps really confusing to
yeah, I
navigate.
mean, you got used to it.
It's like, wait, how do I get here? Oh no, you cannot go this way because
Yeah.
these rooms are next to each other, but they don't
They're
actually
not
connect.
connected. Yeah. Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like obviously in retrospect, you look at these games and there's always going to be like points of puzzle design that you can be like, oh, if I designed this, maybe I would have done differently in retrospect, kind of thing. But that's gonna always be true, right? Like
Mhm.
everyone's gonna kind of approach the games in a different way, and what things are gonna be kind of intuitive or not is just different. And of course, there's just the aspect of like, I mean, having something hidden in the manual obviously was probably part of the point. Like they wanted that,
Mhm.
feeling or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I was like thinking about like Tunic and how it kind of like for example how it like opens up the mechanics of the Holy Cross.
Mhm.
In my opinion, is really well done. Like from like you kind of keep learning more and more mechanics as you like do more of the game, and like is you kind of end up doing everything pretty sequentially in terms of mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
And like how it's like taught is like good. Like first they just give you a password and you're like, oh, it's just a password, and you try it and it works in some places and not in other places. Then it's like that unlocks like more information that's like, no, it's not just a password, it's like a mechanic, and then you have to like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just well done. Like I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but I wonder how many people's like experiences are like affected by like seeing the manual and being like, oh, there's clearly this is translatable, and then I'm gonna translate it. Like there's the game, like I've seen a lot of people play puzzle games in general where there's just like there's a language in the game, and though they just like as soon as they feel like they have enough information to be able to start breaking any amount of it, like they have like, oh, this word looks like this word, I'm gonna just put it into like a, you know, an anagram thing or whatever and figure it
Just
out
go
how to like,
nuts. Yeah.
yeah, and then they start breaking the cipher, and they just start going nuts through the book. But I don't feel like I see that happen too much in Tunic. And I don't know if it's just because like the amount of text or the cipher is just unobvious enough that it's hard to approach.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure there's someone out there that like, you know, at some point, you know, halfway through the playthrough, they're just like, I'm gonna start translating stuff or whatever, and they figure it out, and like how much that affects the way information is revealed, because normally a bunch of information is just like hidden by the
I guess.
translations.
I mean, a lot of the information you can kind of figure out, to be honest. But,
What do you mean?
well, a lot of the, like, translatable text in the manual isn't. It's like something you'll figure out on your own just by, like, going to that place. Like, you'll understand it by the time you read it, basically. Like, the actual text of the manual says a lot of basic stuff. Where's part 8?
I guess so.
And
You're
but
saying like
mixed
even
in
you
there, there's
translate
a
it,
lot
it's
of
not gonna reveal very much beyond just what you can already interpret from the manual, kind of thing.
in general. I mean, there's definitely some stuff, but
Gotcha.
I don't think that stuff is like actually necessarily gonna like, you know, quote unquote skip you ahead. Where's part 8?
I also wonder just like what about it, because like I said, people do like to just they see a cipher, they immediately try to break it,
There's no part 8.
and there's people who are opposite, which is, you know, they see a cipher, and if they know they can break it, they never will, because they don't want to go through that process, right? It's like in either of these situations, like how do you make a player, you know, go through a cipher they don't feel like doing, or preventing people from breaking a cipher that you don't want them to break?
You don't add a cipher in your game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Not sure where part 8 is, but I guess it's just gone forever. Maybe I failed to highlight it, or maybe part 9 is part 8, and this is all just me. Like,
Everything's just off by one.
yeah.
I feel weird that we never like found like the last like puzzle in this or whatever.
Well, debatable, right? We couldn't figure it out because it was like, oh, it's different on like the different versions of the game or something.
Is that what it was?
That's what someone said. They're like, oh yeah, there's different total counts in like Steam and Switch, and we were like, wait, so have we
No,
gotten everything?
I think it was like more explicit. Like in the game, there's somewhere that was like we were literally short. Like we didn't have the last flower. Like we were short one of the flowers that you get from full clearing a stage.
Can't
And
remember.
so like we know there's another level somewhere in this like area, like on this map or whatever. and we just couldn't find it.
Hmm.
We just didn't know where the level was.
Maybe.
That's what I remember. And then like when you get to like the end where there's just like the like, I don't remember, it's like a museum room or whatever the heck it was, and just like an ending room or whatever.
Hmm.
For some reason I remember there was like something equivalent to like a locked door, and we're like, does this get open when you find all the flowers, which we didn't do, kind of thing. Like there was like clearly something like we hadn't complete kind of thing. Like there was a part of the game that we didn't do.
I mean,
That's what I remember. But we stared forever and we couldn't find anything.
I thought we did. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there absolutely was things in the game we didn't find, but I don't know if there was anything like obvious left. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean there definitely weren't any like puzzles that we knew about that we didn't solve.
Hmm.
Like, we solved everything that we found. I do remember that.
Yeah. Completely.
Well, it's sort of. I didn't do all the museum, like the bonus.
Oh, but that was a
levels.
separate. That wasn't even
That
in
was
the
like a
main
separate
game.
thing. Yeah. That was like
I
that wasn't
didn't
like part of
either.
this.
I didn't do those either.
I did like a few of them, and I'm like, some of these are cute. A lot of these mechanics I don't really like, so I'm just gonna say I'm done with the game and move on with my life or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah. Hold on, I'm like copying files as always.
I don't know. I just remember like finding the error world or whatever was like very cool and very much in the what the fuck are you doing game kind of like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then like after that, it kind of was like a little less of that. Like once you know that like you've like broken the game in that kind of way, but it kind of just kept going. It was more like, why won't you stop?
And the puzzles did not stop getting harder either.
No, they got ridiculous.
Yeah.
Got ridiculously hard.
That was very much a compare notes kind of game.
I also remember that there's like one puzzle in like World 2 or whatever.
Yeah, it took us so long, and when we finally solved it, it was just like
a pond.
such a boring solution. It's like,
The
why
solution
could we
ended
not
really,
solve
really
this?
easy. We both completely couldn't find it
Yeah.
for like the entire playthrough,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh, there's a really like looks like I have to do this thing, and it's gonna involve this like really complicated thing. And then
I
every so
do
while we
remember
like
this puzzle.
we like learn kind of like a new way of using the mechanics, and we'd go back there and try to apply them, and like, oh, this is gonna solve it. I understand now. We go there, it's like, oh, it doesn't quite work.
It's the kind of puzzle where I bet like you could show it to us right now, isolated, without showing us any of the rest of the game, and we could probably solve it.
Yeah, I'd be like, this puzzle is really easy. Like, why I don't
Yeah,
understand why we struggle with this at all. But you show us like
So I
on
wanna-
any other level first, and then that level it'd be unsolvable.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed Baba, but I have no inclinations to replay it.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely not, playing sausage roll for the 4th time kind of game.
Yeah, it was a little hurt my brain game, so I don't know.
Run around in the new area.
And it's also honestly one of those games where if I did replay it, it'd be basically doing a first playthrough.
Oh, yeah.
Like most like kind of mystery puzzle games that I tend to play, very frequently it's like hard to replay because once you've solved it once, you
Oh, this is my
really
chance.
can't replay it without
Maybe not.
Like there's no way to unlearn the solutions because that's like the entire game. The
Mm,
solutions are
yes.
all simple enough that it's easy to execute again. But like Baba's like the opposite. You solve the puzzle and then you do the next puzzle and you already forgot the previous one.
Yeah. There were definitely like a few puzzles where it was like I had solved it and you hadn't, or vice versa. And we'd be like, okay, let's like try and help each other out. Like, how did you do this
Yeah.
puzzle? And I'm like, don't know. Can't help ya.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah,
And I'd be like, I would look
puzzles,
at the puzzle and I was like, I don't remember this puzzle being hard, but it's definitely impossible. Alright.
Yeah, like there's a
Thanks for
few puzzles
watching.
I like
Bye.
remember being really hard, and I have no memory of what the solution looked like, and I remember just being very confused the whole time. Like, there's one where you're like, there's like a left and a right side of the map, and you're like Keke, and there's like you're surrounded by walls, and then there's like, you can like, there's some stuff on the right side, and you can make Keke move and not walk through walls, or you change walls to death, and like you had to do this thing where you can like get Keke to one side and like on the right side and be able to change some words, but then if you do that, you can't get back to the left side to like actually solve the puzzle. So it's like, how do you set up a thing so you can like move some words around on the right side of the screen, but then also be able to get back to the left side of the screen and like solve the puzzle?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that not even the solution? Was there just a way to like break out in a way so that you can just freely go in and out, or like move the left side of the screen into the right side of the screen so you can just never go back to the left side of the screen? Like, I don't know. Those
Get
puzzles are
that,
pretty fun.
but yeah.
You just a ton of the way mechanically
like,
the game
clearing
worked was that very
hidden room, like
frequently
this.
it was hard to like reason around
To see like
On its own.
what your goal was or what first steps even were, because there's just so many like different paths to get there.
dodge the foot.
I mean, which obviously was very interesting,
Yeah.
but very difficult to reason about.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe a single charge attack is. I just like assume that if people are using Toy Hammer, there's got to be something about the Toy Hammer that's better than like, you know, the other hammers. And the only thing that I can think of is that it's got a faster hit rate. But yeah, I don't know. I don't seem to like really take.
No copy ability.
That was fun.
Assume you allowed the swallow
Yeah,
abilities
it's
or
not
whatever.
a copy ability.
I just sampled doing a minimum A press challenge for that game. Which is like,
Forgotten Kingdom or whatever.
yeah, he does it for like a lot of games, including basically all the Kirby games. He's like a Kirby tasser or whatever.
Cool.
But he did like, he's done like a whole bunch of like effectively like minimum or no jump challenges in various games, and I think it ended up being like the number ended up being
Whatever
like
that
5
means.
for that
Yeah,
game,
this game
because
seemed
like,
kinda
and like
quiet when
3 of them were like just jumping off rafts. Because like once
paying
you
attention to the
get on
puzzle.
a raft, there's no
I
way
know
to
why
dismount
now,
it without
but
jumping
that
off of
was,
it or something.
Oh my god, it's the puzzle.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah, here
not.
it is.
Maybe not. Maybe
I
this
think it
wasn't
is.
No, the one we're thinking. No. It's this one. It's this one.
Oh yeah, no, here we go.
Yeah.
I remember there being keys.
Yeah. I remember there being like a little island in the middle.
And like we could like duplicate the key technically, and we're like, do we like that part of the solution? And
I wanted to try the.
You were thinking.
Oh yeah, I'm on this puzzle for a really hecking long time, and I definitely did not solve it on part 1.
I think yeah, we end up like duplicating a bunch of stuff.
There were.
You push him against the wall.
And I think the solution is like really stupid. Like you just push the key in the water and it's done.
Yeah, something like that.
Like it's like really easy.
You're bad right now.
Controlling multiple things at once is still like the funniest
Oh my
thing in
God.
this game.
Why is
Yeah.
the B button hacking?
Oh, this puzzle. This was
I think
also a really hard puzzle for me.
Yeah, I think
But
there's
this
a
one
few
had like
variations of this
multiple
puzzle.
like versions.
Yeah, I say there's a few variations of this puzzle.
Yeah.
It's like you kept like transforming things back between Baba and the Bob
I think
text
that's what I
Baba.
need. Yeah.
That was a really funny one.
Um.
Oh yeah. Congratulations, you got the
I don't
girl or
understand.
whatever.
This stuff through.
I
That
remember
seems to
when
be,
like
like,
the
the only-
scariest mechanics in this game was empty.
No, it doesn't.
Hours ago,
some
but I just
reason.
didn't stack. But I.
That's
Yeah, I don't.
Like empty as push
Oh,
or something
here
like
I
that.
am. Oh yeah.
Having like all sorts of weird effects.
I'm back to this one. Oh god, this puzzle.
Yeah, this is
This is the
what
one
I
you were
was
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly what I was talking about. This is what I remember being a real fucker.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm like discovering more.
I have
And,
no recollection of what the
how-
story, like how to solve that one.
another,
No,
like-
no retention.
Oh, I remember this world. This is the world where it became a 2D platformer for like half of the puzzles. Oh, and here's
Yeah.
empty.
Yep. Empty is like really confusing.
Like how you look at a puzzle like this one or whatever, and you're like, why is there just so much open space in this puzzle? What's the point? And it's like all like relevant.
That was when you have to control multiple things at once.
Yeah. It's like if this puzzle was one tile shorter, it would be unsolvable or whatever.
Swap here. And push.
Oh, pool was another like. There's so many like.
Oh god,
weird
this puzzle
mechanics.
also gave me a lot of trouble. I do kind of remember this one. I don't think it was actually like that like hard, but no, it killed me. This
Because that's pool.
Didn't work.
Just really weird mechanic.
is
Unless I can like push them simultaneously, which seems not possible.
Lonely
I can't have
text
two
is
things be
you.
you.
Why not?
Hmm?
Why not?
You're like very slowly moving this bop around.
What is the
There's
rule?
no.
I would agree, game.
Oh yeah, I'm back on it again. Baba is. Oh, I remember
what-
this
what kind of even
puzzle.
I hated this one to be so annoying. Getting
Yeah.
like the like
Because you had to
swap
figure out
the
what
two
you could.
words.
Yeah,
so-
and you use like the.
Metacognition.
There was like a single step that you did that like did multiple
Yeah,
things.
there
at
was a
once
step
with
where
the-
you became nothing, like nothing was you for a while, and, then
but
like a
the
bunch
conveyor
of
belts
words,
like saved your life or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
the conveyor, but because you had to like swap some letters around, so you had to go from like a horizontal layout to a vertical layout,
Yeah.
which meant that you had to like make it
In
disconnect the word Baba.
Multiple pushes. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember being really cool, but also like being really annoying to set up.
Yep. Oh god, I remember this one too. This one was hard.
Yeah.
But
I think this is one of like the error puzzles that like it's like like an important
Oh,
one for like
I've been-
unlocking.
Yeah, maybe.
bird is moving.
Well, I mean, if we'd already gotten to like the text, isn't that already beyond the? Maybe not.
No, I don't think so.
Or the letters, I should say.
Oh, the letters
Oh,
are.
walk
Yeah, the
on.
letters are like part
I
of the
think
error.
of something.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That
Lodius
one's gonna
of
get you two
platforms.
error. I think it's like in the error.
Yeah, that's what I
wall.
thought. So we definitely already had like found it by now.
Yeah. Well, we found the error
What
world
did I
before we
miss?
like finished the base.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah.
I think so.
Grass is hot.
Having the belts.
What?
I don't really.
Yeah, you have those like those ones where like. what
Oh,
can you
it's the
even
same
spell?
level.
Like, what else can I spell that's useful?
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. So now we run into when everything becomes level.
that
and
helped a
you're like,
lot.
oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to use.
Oh god,
Because
this
you're
one
two
was
tiles
hard.
away, you need to be like adjacent. Yeah, same. Bloodsville.
Which door first?
Alright, push this.
Yeah, we definitely are in this world now.
Yeah.
And that's like, what, the second of them or something?
I think so.
What is going on here?
Is it?
Oh, I guess
trying to
I'm in
remember
the
exact-
museum or whatever.
Back to that level. Back to this level.
Yeah. Right. Back to this
Why
level
are you-
again.
Using the word star. Which is why I feel like there's like a
Yeah, like, maybe I'm trying to resolve this so I can tell you how to solve it or something. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to like resolve this puzzle so I can like give you tips or something. And I couldn't remember how to do it. Also, hi, what's up, Link? Sorry, my chat has been like very covered. And there's this level again, and then
Yeah, we started getting stuck at the same levels for a while. Just like
yeah,
kept leaving and coming back to them.
yeah,
Okay, I think this is the last world.
yeah. Goodbye world.
What? What is this? I totally forgot there was like an orb collectible.
Oh yeah.
Every game.
Hacking Baba is just not even on the map anymore.
Oh, this is the whatchamacallit. This is the museum levels.
Yeah, the museum. Oh my god, the hacking first person. Yeah, well, no conclusion on what our completion status was. We did seem to be kind of just wandering around at the end here. So I don't really know. Anyway. Well, I learned nothing.
Oh, there goes Anubis. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know where the Book of the Dead was.
If I thought about it hard enough, I could probably remember. Tunic.
Oh, hey, it's Tunic.
It's Tunic. Oh, I need to get a date on these. Okay. This was still April. Fair enough. Wait, does that mean I still have it on my clipboard? You never know what'll happen when I hit Control Paste if I don't remember. That is not... Okay. This song came up like yesterday or something. 2 days ago, I don't remember. I don't have any of the AMQ stuff on stream today. Sorry.
Rip.
It's fine. I was kind of hoping to like be caught up here by the end of AMQ so we can do something else, but
Sure. But you still have like 35 videos.
well, no, most of these are still processing, so that's actually not accurate.
If you want to, I'm okay with it, but
Voice of Cards was finally May. I never did play the third game.
yeah, I was wondering when you were gonna get around to that, if you intended to.
I mean, I've kind of forgotten about this series.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't think they have any like story connection, do they?
Can't remember.
I kind of recall the second game and the first game had nothing to do with each other, just the same, same engine,
I
same kind
think
of
there's like supposed to
storytelling.
be some like universe connection or whatever, but like it didn't.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't remember, so the only thing I remember about the second game, and this is like really sad, but
Took forever for the cards to flip over.
no, well, maybe that was part of the problem, but like so every now and then I like try to like do streams standing up, and that's definitely only happening if it's like a console game. Like if it's a hecking like mouse and keyboard, I don't have a like standing desk, so like yeah, anything that like requires me to like even be like taking notes or like anything like I'm not standing up. But I haven't done this in a while, but I tried to play this game standing. Well, I did. I shouldn't say tried, but I was like, I don't know what it was, but I was just so tired while I was playing this game that there were like almost every single one of these like days, I literally like fell asleep standing up while playing the game for like a minute or something. I'm sure we could find it if we looked hard enough. Where it's just like I don't think I've ever fallen asleep on stream except while playing this game.
I don't think I saw very much of the second game. I only remember watching really the first game through.
Yeah.
Just seeing parts of the second one.
I mean, the second one was better, probably.
I kind of remember being not particularly impressed with the series. I remember being kind of cute.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, agreed.
But I just remember my biggest complaint was that like it was cute storytelling, with some amount of like player decision making, but it's mostly about like having a kind of bedtime story, fantasy kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
A little
I remember just
like,
being like way too slow paced.
Yeah.
I think that being the thing that kind of was like a little unfortunate about it.
Yeah.
But maybe that's improved in the third game. They just like have a flip speed or something.
I mean, maybe. I wouldn't bank on it, but
Yeah, because like I think it's supposed to be like, oh, if someone's like you're in front of a table with physical cards and someone's actually
someone's
flipping these
actually
things over.
narrating it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like if things like flip over like instantly and a lot at once, then it's not gonna feel very, you know, physical or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It kind of reminds me when I was a kid. My brother and I would like we like did a lot of, just making these like physical games a lot. We did video game stuff too, but that's
Mm-hmm.
separate from discussion. But like we did a lot of like physical game stuff, and like I don't even really mean like board game, like card game stuff. We did some of that too, but it was a lot of like we would design these um either like special boards or like maps, but they're all like 3D. They all like we had like a whole bunch of like blocks that we would like design like a I don't know map or whatever with like actual like 3D and like physical parts that actually moved.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'd like have various kinds of games like an RPG that someone had to play through and stuff like that. And like I don't know how like the voice of cards for some reason always reminded me of that. Like kind of experience a little
I mean, I
bit.
think that's kind of what they were going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Even
Fucking
back
dreams.
then I remember designing like a heckin' like switch maze. Like there was like a room that had like there's like a dungeon that had like two kinds of switches.
Mm-hmm.
There was like color switches that would like basically rotate like there's like three colors and you can choose like one of the colors that would open like that set of doors and close the other doors.
Mm-hmm.
And so you had the normal like you had to go back and like keep flipping switches to like make progress and so on and so forth. But
Mm-hmm.
there was also like another switch that like rotated like kind of like the Oracle of Ages like spinners. Like you flip a switch and it would like change like rotate like a
Uh-huh.
door so that it changed the connections. And like it just had both of those like in one dungeon. It was just nonsense.
I mean, it's kind of how floor 5 of To the Top is, except those are like tied together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were like fun design. And then I also
Yeah.
remember doing like a lot of like I'd make a dungeon just like way too freaking big that like
Mm-hmm.
didn't really have many like puzzle mechanics, and then eventually it just became like didn't have a good way to like didn't have like a really great sense of like you know game design balance, and there was like a lot of like oh you have like these enormous armies of enemies that you're like supposed to clear, which was like completely impossible with like the way the combat worked. Like there just wasn't a way for you to actually do it. So we inevitably just had to be like, you get a free health refill. Let's just move on. It's just-
Why am I playing as a zombie?
Is Rando?
No.
I
I mean, I
mean,
changed
there's a
my color. I
color.
found the color changing room like immediately.
Yeah. I remember finding it pretty early, and I didn't know what the color changing room was for like I changed like a couple like random things, and I didn't like my nose color or whatever, or my belt color, like something that's like kind of hard to see, right? And I like didn't realize it did anything, and then like I didn't
Mad.
figure it out until like way later when I was
Yeah.
going back for secrets. Also.
Oh god, this hacking like place. God dang it, man. AMQ is kicking my butt right now.
Oh, seasonals.
Yeah, we did just get hit with a seasonal, and before that it was like I typed level 99, but it was like level 99 level typed out instead of LV, and I'm like, no wonder I couldn't
So you
find
couldn't
it.
find it.
Ugh. It's like I knew the answer, dang it. Yeah, I'm just like sitting here reading stuff now, I think.
Gonna be right back.
Oh my god, this hacking... Man. I actually still don't remember what you do here. Oh, no, I do remember. Dude, this thing pissed me off. This is like the worst puzzle in the game. That's just me, like, being salty, but... Oh yeah, I forgot about the save file. I'm just like going around like collecting achievements at this point.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey, you missed Tunic. You didn't really miss
Is
anything
it
though. I
good?
was like very skipping through it.
Okay.
I didn't learn anything.
I mean, I assume you wouldn't find anything new since we found, as far as I can tell, basically everything you can find in the game.
In the game, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Although, like, in the randomizer, there's like a chest that I don't have any recollection of it existing.
Oh,
like, how
yeah,
to
no,
get
there's
in.
a few Easter egg like chests that
There's like
we may never
there's
found.
a Holy Cross chest. I was like, you enter like a combination like in a room, and like the tracker just like has the combination. Like, yeah, go to this room, enter the combination, and a chest appears. I'm like, I have no idea what this is. Like, I don't know what I still don't know what the password is or like where it comes from.
Well, was it not the second sword?
The second sword is just like behind a door.
Yeah, I mean it's a
No, so like in the forest graveyard,
uh-huh.
like at the grave.
Oh,
There's a-
yeah, no, it has one coin in it. I did get that.
Yeah.
I did get that. That's
Oh yeah,
that's
I
the
remember you say-
back That's the back
The back
cover.
cover, if you
Yeah.
translate it or
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
yeah.
you mentioned that there was something there, and I didn't do that. Okay, so that is in the game. I never saw that apparently.
I mean, you didn't miss anything. Well, unless there's more to it, but I got 1 coin, if I recall. Or
Yeah, I think it
whatever.
is just 1 coin, but I remember that being like listed in the randomizer tracker, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is.
Yeah. The heck? This has an insert? What are we doing here? Voice of cards.
These
For
Chrono Cross videos are like completely out of order.
Yeah, that was because they didn't upload, the first 4 didn't upload, and then I queued them up afterwards. It'll fix itself once I
Yeah, once you publish it.
publish
Yeah.
them, but... But yeah, I don't know. My Tunic playthrough was like fairly normal. There wasn't like anything extraordinary that happened during it.
Gotcha. Well, you say normal, but most people
I mean,
I've
I
watched
guess
play
normal for
Tunic.
someone that has like that the smooth sailing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like most people I've watched have struggled pretty hard and frequently. Yeah, actually, I don't want to say they frequently get hit. I think a lot of people they just beat. They just end the game and they get the amount they get. Like I don't think I've watched anyone get all trophies. I know people do. Like I had a friend who like played through it, and they like played through it with one of their friends, and they like got all the trophies
Mhm.
and all the fairies. Um, and they're like translating the book and so on and so forth. But like, I haven't watched anyone do that.
Whoa, what's going on here?
All the cards have words on them in various languages.
Well, and it's like the word touch in various languages, I think.
Uh,
Is what it looked like from the, at least 3 languages that I could understand on those cards.
guess I don't have to worry about localizing that.
Yeah. Wait, why is like the blacksmith the strongest fight in the game? What is going on here? Does it count? Does it count as save scumming if you never actually load any of the saves you made?
I mean, like save states, they really should be called load scumming.
Yeah. The dark creatures or whatever. This looks kind of Final Boss.
like a dragon thing.
Yeah, I remember the final bosses like hecking cover the board or whatever. It's like crazy.
Yeah, they made like a whole bunch of cards.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool effect.
Yeah. Wait, is this thing hacking like Final Fantasy VI? I'm like climbing the tower of like... It kind of seems like it.
Like a super giant boss that's bigger than
Yeah.
the screen or whatever.
Oh yeah, I guess so. You like go across the table or something. That's pretty epic.
Yeah, this boss seems to have more health than the blacksmith, at least.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like fought this boss twice for some reason.
Yeah, I think there was like a different ending for doing some 100% or something and then doing the boss. I don't remember, but I did end up doing it again, I guess. Don't remember. I don't know what was going on there, but it was neat. Okay, well, I think this is about as far as we go for the day, probably. Unless Chrono Cross is, like, mysteriously ready to go. No, it's not. And, boy, is the uploading not getting to 100, videos today. How many videos are we at?
2022, so only a couple of years to go.
And yet, I'm through half the
halfway through
videos.
the videos.
Yeah. So it goes. How many days left in, how many days until April 19th? Send search. 45 days. AMQ is about 2/3 of the way done. Well, I think what I do is I cut stream and then probably start streaming again in a couple, like 10 minutes or whatever. So I can like set crap up or whatever. So
When
thanks
there's
for
no
watching.
stream anime.
Should be back soon, I guess.